Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Hello, 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 hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let me put the filters up a little bit here. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Hello, 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 hello. What's going on, people? What's going on, people? What's going on, people? What's going on, people? Miggity, miggity, miggity. Mic check 1 2. Random show back in the sector. Random show. We're here. We're back. We're queer, and we're ready to rock. What's going on, people? What's going on? Hopefully you can hear me. It's a bit low in it. What's going on? Bear me 1 second. It's a bit low on this end. Bear me 1 sec. Bear me 1 sec. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, cool. That's better. That's better. A little bit better, but yeah, the levels are still a bit crappy, isn't it? Okay, well, we have to make do with that. Let me see if I do. Hello. Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh, okay. I had to reset the dial. Okay, now we're if I go back that way, we're low. If I go back that way, we're low. If I go back that way, we're higher. Higher. Cool. We're good, ready to rock. Big up check, big up the stream chat, I see you. Big up LB, though if you're in the Midlands, have you ever protect? Yeah, of course. I'm really up to the Midlands, but yeah, for sure. Why not, brother? Why not? Big up LB. I'm rarely up them sides there, but if I am, why the fuck not? Big up Gitsy. Drake is the worst thing to happen to Canada since the Informer show. Cool. Big up Abe Martinez. Big Cupcake. Big up Kate. Who's that? Big up Corey Mace. I see you too. Big up everybody. Big up Two Souls. I see you. Successful Egg. I see you. 730. Jesse L. What's going on? Tim W. I see you earlier on today. What's happening, people? What's happening? Hope you're all good. Yeah, I saw that. I saw about the Drake thing. I saw about the Drake thing, but I honestly don't care. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't care for the moment it started. I don't care now. This beef has been one of the worst things that happened to hip hop in general. I hate it. The fans made it lame. The artists kind of made it lame themselves. I'm over it, man. I'm over it. I read he's going to appeal it. Cool, let him appeal it, but he's still my goat. But I'm over it. I don't really care. I don't even care to comment on it, really, to be fair. Hopefully everything just continues on. But yeah, big up the stream chat. Big up the stream chat. We've got a lot to get through. Well, not a lot, but we've got some stuff to get through. Not a lot, but some stuff to get through. So let's try and just smash through this straight away, innit? Let's get on it. Not wasting any more time. Well, Bill Burr. Bill Burry. Let me open this a bit more. Bill Burrington looks like he's having a bit of a mare. I'm not gonna lie. Bill Burr's having a bit of a nightmare, it looks like. He's cancelled an up and coming live podcast thing he had going on. He's cancelled it. So it's all going a bit tits up. So I'm not sure if he's cancelled it because he's afraid of answering questions for the fans. Is he cancelling it because he can't be bothered? Did he cancel this live taping because the Saudi money, the Saudi money cleared? Maybe the wire from the Saudi money cleared. He's like, you know what, fuck this, I don't need to do this. I've already received the money for the Saudi stuff, so I'm just gonna sack this off, which a lot of comedians do, right? A lot of comedians tend to cancel shows last minute when they get a better offer, or if the money they were expecting has finally dropped. So maybe it's just a money thing, but it's odd. So as you can see on the screenshot, it says event postponed. Bill Burr's Monday morning podcast live recording, he was going to do it, has unfortunately been postponed. It was meant to be on the Saturday the 18th of October, so next week, I think sometime at 1 p.m. It has been unfortunately postponed. So obviously not cancelled flat out. It's going to be, you know, rescheduled for another day. But if you're planning on going, then it's not happening on the 18th at the very least. So again, did he cancel this because he's afraid of facing the audience so soon after the Riyadh Comedy Festival? Which I don't think is, it's a bit dumb, bro, because I feel like by next week everyone would have forgotten about it anyway. You know, the whole Riyadh Comedy Festival outrage is already dying now. I feel like by next week it would have already died off. So I'm not too sure why he's so worried about not going to his show. Plus, from what I've checked on the podcast, yes, he's getting a lot of dislikes on his videos, but I mainly listen to the Monday Morning Podcast by Bill Burr via Overcast. Like, I listen to it as a podcast. I don't watch it on YouTube. I'm not too sure about you guys, but when it comes to podcasts, I usually listen to pods audio only. There's only a few podcasts I watch, maybe Tim Dillon's. Most of them I would listen to. But anyway, long story less long. I know the YouTube of Bill Burr doesn't account for every single listener, but I haven't noticed a big dip in numbers. Yes, a lot of his videos are getting disliked hard, right? They're getting ratioed super hard, but I haven't noticed a big dip in viewership. So it's not like all these fans have abandoned him. And I honestly think by next week everyone would have forgotten about it. So if he did cancel this or postpone this because he was nervous about facing up his fans, having to answer questions about why he decided to go to Riyadh, and maybe, you know, hear them tell him how disappointed they are in him, I don't know. I think it's a bit short-sighted. I don't think that's a reason. There could be loads of other reasons why he decided to postpone it, but the timing is pretty the timing is pretty funny, you know. There could be loads of genuine reasons why he decided to cancel it, but the timing is a bit funny. You can't lie, the timing's a bit funny. The timing is a bit funny, but hey, there we have it. Bill Burr's Monday Morning Podcast, October 18th, has been postponed for the time being. Postponed. And I wanted to get an idea of what some of the Bill Burr fans were saying on the Bill Burr subreddit on that very same topic. Maybe he can find a PR guy that zip recruiter. I love that. He smashed that fucking ad, man. Why postpone the show, Bill? Remember, he said he'd be happy to answer any questions, so keep making him happy. Just when the bots are done, you don't bot. Yeah, exactly. He said he'd be happy to answer questions. Not he said it. He said that, but does he really? Gotta make sure there's a child nearby. Either he or the venue doing the event feels there's gonna be some heckling in the crowd. That threat ain't going away for a minute. Hell, I'd buy a ticket to heckle him at this point. But this energy, what's that? But this energy for a while. Could have this energy for a while, really? Okay, so maybe I'm not right then. Someone on this subreddit is saying that they have the energy to heckle him at a live show and they could have it for a while. Share. Just get a t-shirt with Jamal Khashoggi's face on it. Don't say a word. That'll be brilliant, by the way. He can take the whole city of Philadelphia, but not his own fans. Exactly. Maybe he should have. Maybe he should do it in Saudi Arabia for all his fans there. Post has since been deleted off their Instagram. It was only up for 45 minutes. So maybe it's not. Maybe it's not postponed then. Maybe the post was put up a bit too hastily. Maybe the show isn't postponed in the first place. Maybe it was a mistake. Maybe they'll repost with the comments not allowed. Definitely. It's more or less what he's blowing. The Royals, who's Insta, Garden Cinema in LA. But I thought Billy Blood Money said it was the bots. How can they come to a show if they are bots? Billy Blood Money. Calling Bill Burr Billy Blood Money is fucking brilliant. Fucking brilliant. Dude, in what fucking world would A, not expect blowback from doing a show in the Saudis, and B, schedule a live show a couple of weeks after doing that show with the Saudis? Anybody with half a mind should have known to anticipate at least some blowback for what was going on stage with these folks. Yeah, they don't care about blowback, man. They care about them. And again, that's why I don't understand why he's so scared and petrified and sounds so weird when he talks about this thing. It's like, bruh, didn't you expect half of this? Like, why are you being so odd? Either say you're happy to do it for the money, don't respond at all, right? That could also be an option. Just don't respond and just keep it moving, and people will forget about it by next week. But he's moving mad. I don't know if he's moving like this because he's afraid, they might fucking Charlie Kirk him or something. Maybe that's what maybe that's why he postponed it. Maybe he postponed it because he thinks his own fans made Charlie Kirk him because he went to Saudi Arabia. So it's not that bad. It's not that deep. They're disappointed. Some of them, they feel let down, I'm sure, but it's it's not that deep. It really isn't. I still think Burr's comedy is funny, even though I respect him a lot less. But you know how he always says something to the effect of, "Don't listen to me, I'm just an ignorant guy." I'm starting to realize that he truly meant that. Whenever he made some dumbass political comment on a podcast, I just thought he was joking to rile people up. But now I really think he's misinformed and dumb as a brick. Not saying this is a way to excuse him. I'm just saying the guy is really another dumbass who happens to be funny. That's the thing that people need to realize, and I think myself as well. You have to maybe realize at some points it's less about blaming the comedian and more so about blaming yourself for being duped, you know, and believing that they were someone else that you thought they were in your head. You know, that's the real truth. Like, maybe they're no different to how they were in the beginning, but we just believe their lies. We believe the narrative. And I said already on this particular stream that I respect comedians because I think comedians they're the best at, I don't know how they do it, but they might be the best in entertainment when it comes to appearing relatable or coming across relatable. They have, I don't know how they do it, but most stand-up comedians are really good at fooling their audience into believing they're just like them. Maybe it's a part of the craft of comedy, but they do such a good job of appearing like the everyday man or like the everyman when they're not. Most of these guys are multi-millionaires, you know. Most of these guys haven't worked a single day in their entire lives. They come from, you know, well-to-do families and shit, but they have a really good knack of, like, you know, acting like the regular guy, and regular guys like them. You know, they see themselves in them and shit. It's like, how can you see yourself in this person? And this person's been living in laps of luxury their whole entire. It's not the same. Not the same struggle at all. So it's kind of interesting how they do that. It really is interesting how they do that. And so I think sometimes if you get duped by that sort of shit, you have to blame yourself. Yes, they're the ones doing the duping, but I think sometimes it's honest to just say, hey, maybe they were always like that and you just got duped, you know? Oh, he's totally misinformed. Dude doesn't even know sports at this point. Everything he thinks on sports is from 20 years ago. He's almost 50. Think about the average 60-year-old you know and how misinformed they are. That's a good point. Think of the average 60-year-old, then think about Bill Burr. There you have it. Absolutely, he can be smart when he puts an effort into things, like learning a language or flying, but unfortunately that's about it. He's woefully ignorant about a heck of a lot of topics out there, and his "I'm just a summer school kid" shtick is an excuse to very rarely educate himself or change when it comes to topics he knows nothing about. I would believe it 100% if he took the gig knowing virtually nothing about the kind of shit the Saudis get up to, but that doesn't excuse it, and I'm glad he's getting some kind of very loud blowback from it because of it. It's the only way he might change. Not that it makes much of a dent, but I'm definitely avoiding downloading the podcast for a while and won't exactly jump out of my car to see him when he travels near me either. Damn, son. Damn, they are not happy. The fans of the Reddit, at least, anyway. Again, the Reddit doesn't account for all Bill Burr fans, I know, but these are some reflections. I started taking his I'm a dancing clown thing seriously. It's probably not a coincidence he started talking like that more shortly after the show came up. He's too clever to believe the stupid shit he's been saying. The only way I can rationalize it is if he was paid to say it. Shit. Okay. Well, the fans aren't happy. The show has been postponed so far. Let's see what happens. Let's see what transpires when you record these next pod. I guess we'll probably hear about it. Another Riyadh Comedy Festival thing I forgot to talk to you about the other day. This is regarding Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle had some very interesting comments to say about his time performing at the Riyadh Comedy Festival. Like some very interesting comments. This is courtesy of the New York Times. The title is "A Saudi Comedy Fest. American Free Speech Becomes the Punchline." Let's hear what was said here. For weeks, ridicule poured in against American comedians set to perform this week in Saudi Arabia, a country not known for its civil liberties. But by the time they took to the stage, the comedians had turned the joke on the U.S. free speech. The quote: "Right now in America, they say that if you talk about Charlie Kirk, that you'll get cancelled," comedian Dave Chappelle quipped on a Saturday at the Riyadh Comedy Festival, the first event of its kind in Saudi Arabia. I don't know if that's true, but I'm gonna find out. A headline act, Mr. Chappelle was met with whoops and cheers and applause as he told an audience of 6,000, "It's easier to talk here than it is in America." Jesus Christ, Dave Chappelle. Jesus Christ. That is some next level bootlicking. It's easier to talk here than it is to talk in America. Are you sure though? Are you really sure about that? Are you sure about that? Or are you just trying to appease the people that have invited you over there? Don't worry, your wire's gonna clear. You don't need to suck up this much. You know what I mean? He's doing way too much. He's doing way too much. Though happening thousands of miles away from the United States in the conservative Saudi kingdom, Mr. Chappelle's act taped into the strange currents of the American politics that were coursing through the streets. He was performing in Riyadh at the same time as a divisive free speech debate was rolling in fucking United States. It began after the late night TV show host Jimmy Kimmel was briefly pulled from the airways after growing criticism by some conservatives and federal regulators over the monologue about the killing of far-right activist Charlie Kirk. Mr. Kimmel returned to television last week. Despite the furor, President Trump called the regulators to reconsider. More than 50 of the biggest names in American and West American comedy have been scheduled to perform at the Riyadh Comedy Festival, which runs through to October 9th. Fucking hell. It's going on for ages, isn't it? So it just finished today. Or yesterday. Damn. The acts were paid by the Saudi government, which harshly curtails free speech, an ideal many of those in some comedian claim to be championed. That's actually a good point, isn't it? As a comedian, you're essentially, by default, a bastion of free speech. So then they decide to go to a country where speech is not free at all. It's absolutely hilarious, man. It really is. Mr. Chappelle has talked frequently about being cancelled after an uproar caused by the jokes mocking the trans people. But in Riyadh, he also took aim at the recent special of Jimmy Kimmel. Like other comedians at the event who said that they felt muzzled by the American political correctness, Mr. Chappelle revealed that he is making uncouth jokes in Saudi Arabia, yet he overlooked an 8-year crackdown that has led to many of the country's writers, business people, activists, clerics, and social media influencers being arrested. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. The irony was not lost on the Saudi audience, who marveled at the idea of watching political satire skewering the United States in their once famously austere Islamic society. I found it so interesting to hear political jokes targeting Trump and Charlie Kirk, says Abdul Rahman Mohammed, a 23-year-old dentist. He said it was surprising to hear him talk about it in Riyadh anyway, when he recently American cancelled Jimmy Kimmel's during the same time, blah, blah, blah. Playing the host of major entertainment events like the comedy festivals is part of Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030. Oh shit. It's part of an entire agenda, this comedy gig. Vision 2030 agenda, spearheaded by the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. The plan aims to diversify the kingdom's economy, which is highly dependent on oil, and create more relaxed social environment for overseas visitors, investors, and ordinary Saudis alike. It's part of a whole grand plan. So I guess culturize or whatever, turbo culture. Okay, I get it. I ain't mad at that. I really ain't mad at that whatsoever. That sounds pretty fly. Me like it. That sounds pretty crazy. So we're gonna probably hear more comedy festivals from them between now and 2030. They might even imagine they open up a mothership over there. Imagine they open up a mothership, or they open up a comedy store franchise in there. I wonder if they do that. I wonder if they will do something like that. That would be fucking hilarious. For Saudis, the event featuring stars like Kevin Hart, Jimmy Carr, Bill Burr was a sign of how the country was changing. Music, once effectively prohibited in public, thumped through the loudspeakers outside of DJs, spun techno remixes of Jennifer Lopez and 50 Cent. Cool. The festival had been held at Bowerville or Bolivar City, a sprawling entertainment complex with a quarter designed to resemble fucking Travis Scott or Times Square. Sorry, Travis Scott. Young Saudis gathered in mixed spaces beneath the glare to giant screens rather than the watchful gaze of the once feared religious police, whose powers are stripped by the Crown's Prince as part of the reform drive. Ah, okay. So the police's powers are also stripped to accommodate for this shit. When women in flowing black abayas paired with jeans and t-shirts mingled with women in conservative face veils with men, many of whom sported white robes known as tawab or fab, I don't know how you pronounce that, tawab or tawab or thawab or faribi, however you pronounce that word right there, along with a baseball cap. Still, societal transformation has its limits. Political humor was warmly received, the sex jokes not so much. Jesus, imagine one of those guys got beheaded. Can you imagine how crazy that would be? Fucking hell. When the comedian Cypher Sounds was there. What the fuck, really? When Cypher, oh yeah, because Cypher Sounds performs with Dave Chappelle, innit? My bad, yeah. Cypher Sounds began a gag about men airdropping. That's quite nice about Cypher. That's quite nice about Dave Chappelle, innit? I wonder if ever Carti made sure that they fitted Cypher Sounds on the lineup. That's a pretty cool sick. I'm not gonna lie, I quite like that. What was it again? Saudi's authorities have loosened societal restrictions. They have also whittling away at the space for domestic political discourse. For that reason, the comedians who performed at the festival have faced harsh criticism from rights organizations and other comics. They accuse participants of art washing, along with performances to draw attention away from the Saudi government. Yeah, I totally get all that. I think I spoke about most of that as well. So let's continue. Joey Shia, a researcher at Human Rights Watch, said that the festival came at the same time as a crackdown on free speech, which, you know, is yeah, crazy situation all around. In the audience, Mr. Hart performance on Sunday, some Saudis argued that refusing to engage with their country was not the answer. It doesn't mean we should be cut off from the world, and vice versa, said yeah, if we want to call it, you know, whatever, it's weird. In the past, Prince Mohammed has defended the political crackdown as a necessary step in the country's reshaping, saying it's a small price to pay for to get rid of the extremists and terrorism without evil civil war. Jesus Christ. Mr. Hart acknowledged the public controversy, but I love what you're doing on here. I'll continue being a what? A positive ambassador. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. These guys are just making it so much longer. They could just say, look, I've got kids, I've got a family, I've got a wife, I like furniture. It is, I mean, just, it is what it is. Or just make a haul. That's what you should do. Take whatever money that was made and just buy like a massive crazy haul. You know, just do everything and just go fucking nuts. And obviously just sit there. I love that. Ahead of the event, Jim Jeffries invited a performer and told the podcast this past weekend that festival goers had involved some edgy comedians. Not every comedian took up Saudi Arabia's offer. Some said that they had declined to perform. American comedian Atsuko Okasuka, who boycotted the festival, posted screenshots of what they were paid or what they were, and said she were parts of the contract. No, where according to the post, organizers prohibited any material. Whatever, cool. We know that already. Any material. One comedian, Tim Dillon, who was upfront about how much money he'd motivated him to perform, or no, how much money motivated the fact of him to perform. He was later dropped by organizers after making slavery jokes about immigrants, workers in the kingdom. They said he was offered $375,000. Fucking hilarious, honestly. Why is she smiling like that? I don't really know. She's smiling like that. But yeah, she's been granted at least some more time in there. You know what I mean? Some more time. Some more freaking time. But let's see how it plays out, man. I think by next week this all dies down. Hopefully this all dies down by next week because I'm bored of it already. I'm absolutely bored of this or fucking ready. Let's continue. You know who isn't bored of this and this stuff in general? Do you know Azealia Banks is currently in Tel Aviv performing? Sold out show. Because you know, I don't know for what reason, but Azealia Banks just turned into like a unapologetic Zionist. Like she's all about fucking Israel and everything around it and shit. So she's about everything. So yeah, recently she performed in Tel Aviv because I think she was meant to perform a bunch of festivals here in the UK, but they all dropped her because of the stuff she was tweeting. So I guess it's probably the only place that she can actually perform. It's like a big club, don't get me wrong, but what's the music they're playing there? You know what I mean? It all sounds like electro. I don't know what it is. Whatever it is, it's not that great. But yeah, Azealia Banks is currently out there in Israel right now having the time of her life, mate. She's having the time of her life out here in Israel. Look at her. Yeah. Don't ask me why she's out there, but she is out there. They're in there waiting, saw that crowd. That's her coming out, right? With the flag wrapped around. She's coming out with the Israeli flag wrapped around her. She's funny, man. She's so funny. Look at her, she's Michael Jackson. She's a funny lady, I swear to God, she's such a funny lady. Man. She's such a funny lady. Sounds like she's performing though. Sounds like she's giving them their money's worth. Sounds like she's giving them their money's worth. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds like a good performance.
When you're right, I hate to fucking say I told you so.
I don't know what she's talking about here. My whole thing's gonna get copyright strikes super hard with all this stuff. I can't play all this. Let me see. What did she say? Anything? Wow, sold out crowd in Israel though. It looks like it's booming, bro. Looks like it's booming. She's out here in Tel Aviv getting it in. Fair play. She got reggaeton tracks as well. What's she doing? No, let's not play that. Is they performing 212? Cool, big up her for that. Big up Azealia Banks, man. Big up Azealia Banks. Big up Azealia Banks out here in Tel Aviv doing the damn thing. She's out here with her fellow Israelis doing the damn thing. Doing the damn thing. You have to rate it, man. What's she saying here? Performing Lauren Hill. There's no thing. Okay. Fair play. Fair fucking play. Big up blood clot. Big up blood clot Azealia Banks. You love to see it. You love to see it. Moving on. Raja Jackson charged with a felony and misdemeanor battery after the assault of Psycho Stu has pleaded not guilty to all charges. Not guilty to all charges. This is Raja Jackson walking into court earlier today. Let's play the clip.
How do you feel about heading into court today? I know a lot of fans want to know what's running through your mind. I know, especially because you're facing, some charges right now. Do you feel remorseful about what happened? Do you have anything to say to your fans?
Be careful.
Thank
He
you,
might
Raja.
he might slide me on the ground too, woman.
Still
Be
heading
careful.
into court today.
But yeah, he pleaded not guilty. He pleaded not guilty, according to TMZ. TMZ Sports has learned that Roger Jackson pled not guilty to charges during his hearing. He's now due back in court in November. Roger Jackson entered the court on Thursday for criminal charges relating to Psycho Stu. He made it clear on his way in he's not ready to comment on the thing publicly. Yeah, so while his dad is out, I think Rampage is on stream right now. In general, just like, you know, with random chicks. I don't know if he's doing some sort of dating show or something, but I don't think Rampage Jackson seems to give a fuck about what Roger's getting up to. Maybe behind the scenes he's helping him and shit, but it doesn't. I don't know. Would your son go through this sort of stuff? You'd think he'd want to be like right there, front line, you know, batting down the fucking blinds and just kind of figuring out what the next steps will be. How we gonna make sure this doesn't happen again? Do you know what I mean? But it doesn't look like Rampage is that interested in getting that involved, you know, for the most part. I think just leaving his son to his own devices, he'll figure it out, and Daddy will be on stream, I guess, making money for the lawyers, maybe with kick streams and stuff. But I just find it odd. I think if I was the dad and I was in his position, I'd drop everything and be there for your son until the case is resolved. No, not in his head, I guess, not in his head. So it kind of is what it is in that regard. But I'm curious to see what happens in the trial, because I did hear they're saying that if he was to get found guilty, the maximum sentence he could get was 7 years anyway, you know? So not super long, not super short, but it's not like an attempted murder thing or anything. It's just like a fight, you know? So I think they said the most they could give him would be like 7 years or something. So I guess we'll have to wait and see how that plays out. But gruesome attack. Hopefully there'll be some justice. Have you guys heard about Jordan Peterson? Jordan Peterson's daughter got on YouTube and told us that Jordan Peterson is having a bit of a bad time when it comes to his health. The whole clip is hilarious in a way, I think, but yeah, it seems like it never stops with Jordan. He's always got some sort of ailment. I don't know what's going on with that guy, man. Most of it's a lack of exercise, too much this, too much that. I don't know. It's definitely something. He's all over the place, man. But let's play the clip anyway.
Hey guys, I have an update on my dad. I'm actually just going to read this. It's on my teleprompter because this is too hard to explain off the cuff, so I wrote it out. This summer has been exceedingly difficult. Dad was in an ICU suffering from pneumonia and sepsis after dealing with a host of neurological issues this summer that we believe stem from CIRS, which is chronic inflammatory response syndrome due to decades of mold exposure. We don't have
decades of mold exposure. How's it only flaring up now? But Jesus Christ, how disgusting. They say molds are silent. Didn't that one guy that comes on fucking Rogan, that one guy that kind of models himself a bit on Rogan, I think I saw a video of him. He admitted that a lot of his health issues came down to mold too. God almighty. Dangerous killer.
have a better explanation for his neurological symptoms at the moment other than spiritual attacks. He's been suffering for the last number of years with unexplainable
spiritual attacks. Really? Really, girl? Really?
neuropathy and weakness, amongst other symptoms. But they worsened this summer after he cleaned out his parents' basement after his dad, my grandpa, passed away.
So cleaning his room killed him. Or cleaning a room nearly killed him. Honestly, man, you couldn't write this.
We weren't able to communicate with Dad really all of September. During the end of the pneumonia, he was diagnosed with critical illness polyneuropathy, which we're hoping is critical illness myopathy, which is bad enough.
Jesus Christ.
That's been heartbreaking and brutal on top of everything else. But after almost a month in the ICU, he's been moved out to a less urgent floor.
Mm-hmm.
Praise God for that.
Praise God indeed.
We're still in the midst of this, but now we're seeing improvements daily. The timeline for his full recovery is hard to tell at the moment, and I'll update everyone when we have more information. My family's asking for prayers. Like I said, this summer's been exceedingly difficult and terrifying. Dad's condition is complicated by the fact he can't take most medications without suffering from severe paradoxical reactions, which limits treatment options. Like I mentioned, I believe there's a spiritual element at play here. I think a lot of people have felt it in the last few weeks and months. It's been hitting my dad and my family hard this summer.
Are they gonna blame Charlie Kirk's death on why her dad is sick again? Honestly, this Charlie Kirk assassination, man, everyone's using this as an excuse why they're sad, or why they're ill, or why something bad happened to them. Like, come on, man, come on. Let the guy rest in peace, for goodness sake.
In August, the day Dad was brought to a hospital by ambulance, my newborn Audrey was also brought to a hospital by ambulance within hours of each other. It was unbelievable. This was the second time this summer we had brought Audrey to the hospital after she almost died from near heart failure at 6 weeks old. That is exceedingly rare, and they couldn't find a cause for. She was diagnosed with...
So what, are they saying that, is she saying that her 6-month-old daughter may have been exposed to the mold that her dad was wearing? That's what made her super sick.
Idiopathic pulmonary hypertension, which seems to have resolved, praise God. But it's not something that happens. You know, this was late July after Dad and I recorded some episodes of the call-in show together. Everything went just really downhill fast after that. Every single day this summer and now fall has been like watching a movie. Our family's relying heavily on the Lord through this and seeing miracles around us. We are. And I'm also aware that God uses everything for good. So eventually we'll see why this is happening or what comes of it. But Mom and I in particular really wanted to reach out and ask for prayers to help everyone get through this, especially for my dad and for my mom, but also for the nurses and doctors taking care of him, my brother, and family and friends who have come to support us. I miss my dad. My brother misses his dad. My mom misses her best friend and husband.
Sorry to laugh, but when people cry on camera, I just can't, man. It's just too much. Hello? Oh.
Oh, man. I thought I wasn't going to cry during this.
He must be really fucked up, man. He must be really fucked up. Because they always like putting updates. So I don't see the cry though. He must be really, really fucked up behind the scenes. What the fuck is he doing? Do you think it's all drugs? What the fuck is Jordan Peterson doing back home? What's he doing in that fucking office of his? In that fucking study? What the hell is he doing in there? Is it drugs, you think? What the fuck's going on with this guy? Because didn't he get really fit? Didn't he lose a bunch of weight? He was looking really good. He was dressing in all those ugly suits, right? He was wearing all those ugly suits and shit. He was really having a good time. Like, so what the fuck happened? Like, was it all suddenly the mold that he's been exposed to for years flared up this year or last couple, like, is that how mold works? Or doesn't mold flare up straight away? It doesn't lay dormant, does it? Don't you feel the effects of mold quite instantly? Or it's not like I don't know. I wonder what he's been doing.
Well, he's hopefully recovering. And like I said, I'll keep people updated. He has a team of people, including myself, continuing his mission, including Peterson Academy, and will be releasing his We Who Wrestle with God tour to everyone on YouTube, which he's wanted to do for a long time. And given we think there's a spiritual element at play here,
spiritual element at play, so it's not mold. So what? Does she think people are hating on her dad because he's like an ardent Israel defender or something? Because he's a Zionist, they're like putting juju on him. I guess it's possible, but it seems a bit of a weird angle to go down, no?
Believe the right way to fight back is to keep going and push harder, if anything. Life isn't necessarily supposed to get easier when you're doing the right thing, and I can see God's hand throughout this, but it's a lot to handle. My family agreed or wanted to delay updating everybody because a lot has happened over the last few months, and we were hoping he would recover faster and we would see bigger improvements sooner and have better news. And it was really a near-death experience for a long time. So we've been just dealing with this one day at a time. We still are. It's been overwhelming, but it looks like, and we're praying that things are headed in the right direction. He's out of the ICU. So that's the main thing. He's out of the ICU. Like I said, praise God for that.
So he was in the hospital. I think last time he was sick, didn't they take him to like an alternative doctor or something? So this is pretty serious, isn't it? He's in an actual hospital. I think last time he went to some like, I don't know, some clinic. I don't know. He didn't go to a hospital. He went to some alternative medicine person, whatever. So the fact that he was actually at an ICU in a fucking hospital is a big deal. Yeah, that's the one. No, was it Russia? He was somewhere, some sort of hospital somewhere. Maybe it was Russia.
Thank you all for listening. Thank you for the prayers. Thank you to everybody who's reached out. I'll be back on YouTube maybe in the next month or so, depending on how things go. Yeah, that's the update. Thanks, guys.
Fucking hell, Jordan Peterson. What the fuck have you been doing, mate? What the fuck's that guy been doing? I haven't been following him for years. Like I said, I used to follow him quite a bit. I obviously read the book, was following all the Bible series and stuff. You know, was a big fan of his. Then he went off the deep end. I don't know exactly what made me stop listening to him, but something happened. I don't know what happened, but something happened where he just got a bit weird and annoying. Maybe it was all the crying. I don't know if it was all the crying videos, that era. Or maybe it was like when it felt like every week there was an op-ed about him, you know? It felt like there was a hit piece. Remember? There was that period where they felt like every week there was a big hit piece about him in the media. I think that was around the time when he was arguing about the Canadian freedom of speech laws. What was it? Section 81. I don't know, whatever that thing he used to always quote. You know, there was a period in time, but shit. Black Mold got this guy nearly on his fucking deathbed. Black Mold, not nearly. Black Mold definitely got this guy on his deathbed, man. Fucking wild. Absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. Well. There's another YouTuber that I found who doesn't seem to have much sympathy or empathy or understanding at all for Jordan Peterson. And this guy was going in. What's his name? This person was going in. What's his name? I'll show you what's his name. This guy was going in. Ali Dawah. Ali Dawah doesn't have any patience for Jordan Peterson or Jordan Peterson's daughter. Listen to this guy, man. He was going in.
To communicate with Dad really all of September. My mom misses her best friend and husband.
What about the Gazans, man? They have families as well, like you. They have families like you. What about them? Look how emotional you are.
Fucking Ali Dawah is not having it. Yeah, bit quite. It was all the crying for me and the Jubilee. Oh, I didn't watch the Jubilee thing. Yeah, the Jubilee debate. I didn't watch that. I think I purposely avoided it. I saw some clips, of course, where he's like, "What do you mean about yes?" Where he refused to say he believed in God. I don't know. I just didn't want to watch it. I didn't want to watch him get dunked on by kids. I couldn't do it. I didn't want to watch him get absolute torn to pieces. But let's see what Ali Dawah has to say.
Just imagine the people back in the day.
Oh, I have to fast forward that.
It's not like something that it's like something that I celebrate like this type. But I'll be honest, I don't mourn it at all. And who is this? No other than Jordan Peterson. Yes? And I'm most certainly not mourning it at all. It doesn't faze me at the least. Even if I'm not happy about it, I'll be honest with you, I'm not sad about it at all. I'm so damn far away from being sad ever. Yes? Okay, I'm more close to happiness than sadness. Why? Because this man is such a shameless man. Anyone on this planet Earth that condones the killing of innocent men, women and children, you are psychologically and mentally unstable. If you make excuses for innocent men, women and children being massacred, you are out of your mind. I don't care if you're a Muslim, Christian, whatever you are. If I saw a Christian genocide happening and I'm just like, oh yeah, but it's just the Muslims do it, so I'll turn a blind eye. I'm sick in the head. I'm a sicko. And our religion doesn't teach us that. Because we're morally consistent, not strategically. We don't say, oh, how does that benefit us? We're morally consistent. So guys, here's a video of his daughter. I haven't forgot her name. What's her name? Mikhail. I don't give a damn. Let's watch it for ourselves.
You know her name. Come on, you know her name.
And let's see what's the condition of the man who said, give them hell. Let's see if Allah gave him hell.
Eee. Jesus Christ, man. God damn, bro. Relax.
Or is giving him hell. And we ask him, and it's not never too late for him to turn to Islam. Michaela Peterson, yes, who's another Islamophobe, I'll be honest with you, who's sitting and sharing platform with absolute morons, yes, like that flipping dumb clown, Apus. But anyways, let's go.
Hey guys, I have an update on my dad. I'm actually just going to read this. It's on my teleprompter because this is too hard to explain off the cuff, so I wrote it out. This summer's
Interesting. Spiritual attacks. I don't know what she means by that. Spiritual attacks. What do you mean by that? Because I really want to understand, what do you mean by spiritual attacks? Because at the end of the day, I mean, can it be a divine punishment? Most certainly.
Jesus
because
Christ.
do you really believe the divine God Almighty
Divine
is happy
punishment,
with
you know.
any servant of his? They can be Christian, whatever for that matter. Yeah, we're all his servants. Do you think he is happy with any servant of him that says, give them hell to innocent men, women and children who are in the biggest prison, open air prison in the world, who've been massacred for decades? And do you think God's going to be happy with that person? Do you think that person's going to prosper? Do you not see IDF soldiers saying they're losing their mind and they see nightmares and they're suicidal? Do you think you're just going to get away? Do you think Allah says in the Quran, do you think Allah is unaware of what the evildoers do? He only delays it for a day, that their eyes are going to look in horror. So either they get punishment in this life or the hereafter, or both.
He's been suffering for the last number of years with unexplainable neuropathy and weakness. They bad at
Absolutely. They're out to speak.
Love ads in it, this guy. Bloody hell, Ali. So many fucking ads in it. Jeez, what is this? Find your local Salah. Your local what? Your local Salah class. Like, so many ads. Fucking hell. Does Allah approve this too? Does Allah endorse all these adverts? Like, what the fuck?
Was it heartbreaking for you? Did you ever come out to speak against the Zionist regime and what they're doing to the Gazan people? It was heartbreaking for you. Your dad, who's old enough, lived his life. If he passed away, okay, I understand he's your father. Yes, he's lived his life, whatever. But have you come out once and condemned the Zionists and the IDF? Huh? When those innocent babies were being blown into pieces, where their mothers were picking up their limbs and identifying them by their limbs, did you come out as a woman and say there's women being massacred? Yes? No, you did not. But you're sad. Yes, because it shows your hypocrisy.
Praise God for that.
Praise God for that. So you need to repent to God for that. You need to repent to God for that.
We're still in the midst of this, but now we're seeing improvements daily. The timeline for his difficulties with, I think a lot.
Saying give them, your dad said give them hell. If it's not going to be spiritual ailment, what else do you think it's going to be? The reason she's saying spiritual, because they have noticed that the doctors can diagnose it to be something physical. So that's why they're like, it's something spiritual. Of course it's going to be something spiritual. If you are evil, and if you are condoning a genocide, turning a blind eye, you are as good, you're a silent Satan.
Jesus
yes?
Christ.
And not only being silent, promoting it, give them hell, and this, that.
In months. It's been hitting my
Calling someone a silent Satan because they're not on your side is absolutely insane, you know? Like, if you think about it, right? Calling someone a silent Satan because they don't agree with your point of view is pretty insane.
dad and my family hard this summer. In August, the day dad.
And you know how it is for a mother or a father that their child is ill. Did you have any of that empathy when you looked at that child and said, wow, imagine me being robbed of my house, be kicked out of my house, and my child being massacred? How would you feel? Have you thought of the Gazan children? Nope, you never do.
It was unbelievable. This was the second time this summer we had brought Audrey to the hospital after she almost died from near heart failure at 6 weeks old. That is exceedingly rare, and they couldn't find a seeing that.
You guys, Muslims are teachers. We would never want any harm to come to her. She's innocent in this. Yeah, we Muslims are not, like I said before, we're not strategically considered morally. We would not want anything that's been done to the Gazans to be done to your children. So we ask God Almighty to protect your child and put sense into a mother like you who at least has a platform that she can come out and speak. Oh, unless she's like, oh, you know, might get cancellation of deals, you know. And we even heard your dad is now suing Ben Shapiro, you know, because he went bankrupt, you know. Maybe he was there for the money, you know. I don't know why he's suing him otherwise.
Happens. You know, this was late July after Dad and I recorded some episodes of the call-in show together. Everything went just really downhill fast after that. Every single day this summer and now fall has been for good. Rather,
Understand? You've lost your father and this, etc. What about the Gazans, man? They have families as well, like you. They have families like you. What about them? Look how emotional you are. I understand your pain, but look at that. So much so, you didn't even cut this bit out. You wanted people to see how painful it is for you. Yes?
I thought I wasn't gonna cry during this.
Look, and that is what her father is going through, something spiritual, whatever it is for that matter. Look how distraught she is. What about the Gazans' children being blown into pieces, who become orphaned, their mother and fathers have been killed? What about them? What about the kids that are being shot at, target shot from snipers? Do you cry for them? No, you don't.
I don't know, man. This guy's a little bit mad. He's a little bit crazy. Just a tiny bit crazy. Just a tiny bit crazy. He's a little bit crazy. He's a little bit crazy. Let's move on. Let's move on. Okay. Allegedly, don't kill me, people, right? Don't kill me. But allegedly, there was a really good David Lucas bit on the recent episode of Kill Tony. Allegedly, David Lucas killed it on Kill Tony. That's what they're saying on the Reddit. So I want to see what he said. Allegedly, David Lucas did a minute on stage and he killed it. Everyone's saying he did really fucking well. So let me scroll ahead and see where David Lucas was performing. Where is he? Where is that guy? Is this towards the end? Not there. Allegedly, he killed it. Allegedly, David Lucas did really well. Let's see if I can find him. Where is he? That's not him. What is it? Did I miss him completely? Huh. Where the fuck is David Lucas? Okay, let's search on here. Maybe I'll search it with a transcript. Spare me a second here. David. Oh, there's a lot of Davids, isn't there? Is it on here? There we go. Maybe it's there. There we go. Okay, cool. Let's see. Everyone, people in the stream chat, please don't kill me. Don't boo me. Don't throw tomatoes at me. Let's just play this and see what it's saying. But allegedly, David Lucas did well. I've not seen this myself, so I want to react to this in real time with you guys. So let's see what David Lucas actually did on Kill Tony. Allegedly, he killed it in this 1 minute he did. Allegedly, he did really well. Let's see.
We'll see your next minute soon, Mason. Congratulations. Wow, how fun. Let's keep this fun train moving along with another very special treat, everybody. I mean, what can I say about this guy? Kill Tony, Hall of Famer, who...
Big up Young Old Vibes. Good joke there. Big up Young Old Vibes. Great joke there. I said I heard David Lucas killed it on Kill Tony. Young Old Vibes said he killed. Did he fall on somebody?
You know, we don't get to see a ton of anymore, but when we do get to see a ton of him. One of the greatest roasters and comedians in the history of the show. Here for a surprise pop-in, Kill Tony legend, David Lucas, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. I do a lot of white shit. I hunt, I fish, I swim. I change the batteries in my smoke detector. It's so weird to me that black people never hear those fucking smoke detectors. It's like it's fucking soothing to them, you know what I'm saying? I went to one of my friend's house the other day and his smoke detector was beeping. I'm like, nigga, you don't hear that shit? He's like, yeah, that mean it's working. I'm like, what the? I'm like, no the fuck it's not.
That's good.
No, but black people, we don't hear that shit. We don't change our fucking smoke detectors, bro. You ever heard the saying, if you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in a book? I didn't make it. I just repeated it. I don't think that's true. I think if you want to hide something from a nigga, you should put it in a smoke detector. Because we never check that shit. The fucking cure for diabetes is in the fucking smoke detector. All right, that's my time. Thank you.
Fuck yeah. Exactly.
Big up the Kill Tony subreddit people. Big up the Kill Tony subreddit people. So I guess in comparison to what we usually hear from David Lucas, it was better. But was it great? Did he kill it? Come on, man. Come on. That's meant to be one of the top roasters in the world. And he killed it. I don't think he killed it. I think he did better than what we usually see from him. But that was still very, very mediocre. Very middle of the road.
Powerful bunch.
Yo, big up Gitsy. Big up Gitsy. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Thank you for becoming a member. Thank you for becoming a member. 3 months member. You're a legend. You're a legend. Big up Gitsy. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. You stuck in there through dark times. You've been here. You know what I mean? The whole time I've been up and down with this fucking marathon I've been fucking doing. Big up Gitsy. Appreciate you. But yeah, that wasn't good, was it? That wasn't that great, was it? What did we say in the stream chat? That wasn't that great. They probably like on Red on his old account, killed it by telling another guy's joke. Who's this? What do you mean another guy's joke? Big up Brenda Mallory. Who did he steal that joke from? What joke? What joke are you talking about? What, do you think he stole a joke? Oh no. Don't tell me that was stolen. He gonna take a win, exactly. The racial jokes are done. I feel like I've heard them all. Good point, Z. Young God vibes, that was horrible. Fair enough. Corey Mace just did low. So yeah, I guess the verdict from the stream chat isn't great.
Exactly 1 minute. Hilarious.
Bro, that shit crazy as hell. Jimmy Carr looked like the ghost of Tony Hinchcliffe.
That's good.
Nigga, that's you 2 weeks decomposed, bitch.
You have a gun?
That motherfucker look like Lil Hobo.
Does stand-up suck now, or did it always suck?
I think it always sucked. Like what Z said about the racial jokes, they're all done. Haven't we all heard a variation of that joke? I do some white shit. I hunt, I fish, I swim. Like, haven't you all heard a variation of that joke? Like, I'm it's like white people are like, black people are like, Asian people. You know, I don't know. There's not much more you can say, isn't it, when it comes to that topic. So yeah, I don't know. I think as well that the issue is as well, a lot of the great ones died. Let's also be fair to stand-up comics. A lot of the really great ones that we should be watching died. Some would say even all the best ones died. All the best ones died and we got left with the shit ones, essentially. You know? That's one of the main reasons too. But it's a very overrated form of entertainment anyway. Let's be fair. It's a very overrated. It's a very, very overrated form of entertainment. Very overrated, in my humble opinion. Anyway, some of these guys get away with murder, like Bobby Lee, for instance. Look at Bobby Lee. Bobby Lee allegedly has been doing the same set. Allegedly, he's been doing the same set for like 20 years plus. You know, this art form doesn't really call or demand you to be original or to make new jokes. I mean, it's just about standing up there and pretending like you did it all for the first time, but it's not really much of a craft when it comes to the music, do you know what I mean? Which is a bit disappointing. But what do I know?
Oh, nigga. I'm trying to see who got the remote to this nigga face. I'm just... This motherfucker look like Elder Matt Rife. All right, go ahead, Jimmy. Your goosebumps looking ass.
Oh,
Big up Sam Smashio, Smashimo, sorry. No man, stand-up has gotten worse because of podcasts. Have you ever heard stand-hope, old bits, and the difference between comedy and music is good? No, that's a problem. I think I agree with you, but I slightly would rephrase it. I don't think podcasts ruin comedy. I think people making podcasts now make more money than doing stand-up, so they don't practice stand-up. Same thing with Theo, the problem that he had with his Netflix taping. they're not spending enough time practicing stand-up, going on the road, performing in comedy, you know, in clubs and open mic stuff. They don't do that anymore because they've made it, and because they're probably making, you know, $100,000 a day off their pod. So I get why. So in my opinion, I think it has less to do with podcasts and more to do with people not practicing. Because I think you can podcast and practice stand-up, but most stand-ups don't want to do both because they're inherently lazy. So they rather stick to one. But they really should be doing both at the same time, you know? What do I know?
Shit.
Sorry, do you need tea and crumpets?
I'm not sure there's anything I could say right now that wouldn't get me cancelled.
Jimmy said I'm not one of those kind of black people. I'm the good kind where you can still say, yeah, you can say it.
No, I'm not, fuck it, I'll take it. Fucking funny.
Thank you, buddy. You look like you read Dr. Seuss to niggas in prison. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish.
David Lucas.
I got mine.
I don't know what that nigga look like, bro. That nigga look like he hosts American Idol in Ireland, nigga.
I think he did. I think he actually did. Jimmy hosts like everything on the other side of the planet. Yeah, he hosts like every show in England. You put on a TV in England, it's just what show is Jimmy Carr hosting?
That nigga need a bag of blood. That motherfucker pale as hell, bro. You need some of that color from Tony, bitch. Your ass.
You're a remarkably confident man for a guy that shape. What are you working on? Type 3 diabetes?
There we go. There we go. I couldn't wait for your tight mouth ass to say something. Every time a nigga talk, I want to shoot a water gun in his mouth.
Read Dr. Seuss.
Funny.
What does that even mean?
You're thinking too much. You're thinking too much. You're being too sensible. You're reading books to prison? Like, what? Why would you read books to prisoners? Like, oh, by the way, have you been watching have you guys been checking out do I have any comic book fans in the stream chat? I've been checking out the Absolute Batman series on YouTube. People have been buying the Absolute series, the Absolute World and shit. It's fucking phenomenal. Absolute Superman, Absolute Batman, like wow. So fucking good. That Absolute Bane. Ooh, so amazing, that character. Oh, I'm gonna get back to it later, but yeah. What does that even mean? Read Dr. Seuss. When you think about these jokes, when you actually think about them, and hold on, what?
What are you working on? Type 3 diabetes? What do you mean?
That's hilarious.
Not the smoke detector.
By the way, he did it 3 times before. You never heard it. It's Red Band. Hilarious.
I'm a little black. I'm becoming white a little bit, bro. Once you see me dressing like fucking Timu Pee Wee Herman, nigga.
Oh my God.
Whoa. We got to shut this down now. You're criticizing what someone's wearing.
Yeah.
The fuck you talking about, Goodwill?
Jimmy, I'm sorry you dressed like you about to go fight a parking ticket, nigga. Your ass.
David Lucas.
Like, what does that mean?
Heard I was parked illegally, but I want to see the Queen.
David is out of control right now. David wore his comfy pants for this.
This nigga's so confused because they don't got niggas like that over there.
Lunch with the Queen. I'm driven. I don't.
Do you have a gun?
The Queen's English versus Ebonics from Queens NY.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. This is the real battle of minds, isn't it? This is the real battle of the minds. Who's gonna come out on top? I don't know. This is real quick. I can't believe I used to love this show. I feel that way about a lot. But to be fair, you guys were on it early. Do you guys remember when I used to try and do watch-alongs of Kill Tony and how quickly everyone would leave? Oh baby, no. I was still loving Kill Tony recently. As of recent, you guys were early on hating Kill Tony. Some of you guys in stream chat were super early on like, nah, this show sucks. I was still hanging on. To Kill Tony being good. You guys were like, nah. Now look at it. You know what's really interesting though? You guys hate it, but it's the biggest it's ever been. Kill Tony.
You have a gun?
Big up, Gitsy.
Jimmy is dressed like Hess about to recolonize USA.
Big up too. So I said I was going to be on the show. It's still a good show to go on if you want to make it. I think it's a really good show to go on. Why wouldn't you? Exposure's brilliant, man. You appear in that show, you clip it up, you get on your socials. You know what I mean? You can push, it can get you places. I'm sure, open some doors. So if you're a comedian, definitely go on it. But as a viewer, there's a lot of things you could be watching instead of this. You know, there's a lot of things you could be watching instead of this. But like I said, isn't it funny? You guys hate it, but it's the biggest it's ever been. Madison Square Garden. It goes on world tours and shit. Netflix, crazy. Like the taste of people out there, and I wonder what they see that we don't.
Park?
Oh yeah, I forgot. You
Please.
I'm trying to be like
Don't insult me. Talk me through the hair. Talk me through what's going on there. It's a lot.
So in Black America, these are called dreadlocks.
Those are thick.
You got on that Queen Diana wig.
Queen Diana.
What's that bitch name?
Master of English history.
What was that bitch name? I'm trying to remember now.
What that her
I'm
name?
trying to remember what that bitch name was.
The one who died in the car crash. Oh, Princess Diana. That's her name. Princess Diana. I said Queen. You probably got confused because all them bitches looking like because y'all inbred.
It looks like you're the one that's been in a lot of bread, David. Going ham tonight, finishing the other half of Mason Bird's rotisserie chicken.
That's crazy. I had to follow the white version of me, nigga. That shit was crazy. Motherfucker. I like, me and this nigga can swap clothes and be the same person.
Yeah, we did. We went from bird to pig real quick. Amazing. David.
You look like Steve Urkel in whiteface.
All right.
Never.
What is going on? Were you molested by a British man before this? What happened to you?
No, Jimmy Carr's my homie, bro.
Not yet.
Powerful bunch.
Bill Aziz.
You're my nude sucked. Tony's gay. David Lucas is fat and black. Cam is just black. Redbin's a perv. I just saved you from watching 200 eps of Kill Tony.
Basically. I love how angry this show makes people in the stream chat. I love how this show makes people viscerally pissed off with it. Yo, niggas hate this so much. It makes me, honestly, it's just so funny, you know, how much some of you niggas hate this show so much. Look at how much you hate it. Look at Tony's mouth. Look at how much you guys hate it, and look at Tony Hinchcliffe's mouth. Look at that. What on that show will make anyone do this? Like, look at this. All that hate, and look at this. Look at this. Look at that reaction. We're missing something here, guys. It must be funny, man. Maybe we need a couple of drinks or something. I don't know. Maybe we'll need to be in their dimly lit room, you know? Okay, cool. Let's do 1 for T-Fat K, 2 to continue. 1 for T-Fat K, 2 to continue. Let's see. You guys hate it so much. 1 for T-Fat K, 2 to continue with Kill Tony.
Do you have a gun?
Diggs?
Big up Gitsu. The bar isn't there today, as I can see. Wow, it's split, innit? It's split so far, man. It's split. One, I guess. Oh, big up Koila 3. Neva Akshay is hilarious. Oh my god. Oh. Okay, cool. Let's go. One to continue, Big Booth. 1 to continue with Kill Tony. 2 for T-Fat K. 1 to continue with this. 2 for T-Fat K. 1 to continue. 2 for T-Fat K. 1 to continue. 2 for T-Fat K. I'm seeing a lot of twos. Okay, no, big up Z, no comment. I'll pass. Okay, cool. Two. You guys hate Kill Tony too much, man. Sorry, man. I'm sorry. Okay, cool. T-Fat K then. Be careful what you wish for, motherfuckers. Be careful what you wish for. Episode number, what is it? 1129. By the way, that number, bro, just pure slop, innit? Pure utter slop. That's real content slop, innit? 1129 episodes of T-Fat K. Plus whatever ones they didn't count before. When they're on Fox and shit that they lost. So it's probably 1,500 or something. This is real slop. So be careful what you wish for, motherfuckers. Be careful what you wish for.
This is really the Fighter and the Kid.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Coming at you, yeah.
Coming at you red hot. We were talking about
fresh off the Tim
Pool podcast.
Oh shit, Brenda's wearing fucking. Oh, what was that? A new toe? Also, is Brian back on the toe holds team? He said he divested. I wonder if that whole divestment thing was fake. Remember when he came out and said, "Oh, I've divested, or whatever that term is, for not being involved in toe holds anymore." I wonder if that whole thing was fake, and he just did that to get the trolls to stop commenting on the toe holds Instagram, because there was a time when a few homeless cats were on the toe holds Instagram, and I think the founder didn't like it that everyone was trolling his page and taking the piss out of his fucking super expensive sandals. So maybe Brian never divested and just is still invested in the company, hence why he's wearing this shirt.
Because that's cool with no E, buddy.
That's true.
And if you want the full episode, if you haven't learned it yet,
episode.
Yes,
cool.
we were talking
with
about
no E, buddy.
That's true.
And if you want the full episode, if you have,
what's an episode? Isn't it an episode? What's an episode?
Tim Pool podcast. We were talking about
with no E, buddy.
That's true.
And if you want the full episode, if you haven't learned it yet, it's on patreon.com/TFATK. You're talking over 2 hours.
We got into it.
Fresh, hot
Homeboy knows his
content.
history. He knows he's smart, dude, man. He's really done his homework.
I would hope so.
And a good guy, man.
Good dude.
A good dude.
Over 2 hours. Go get you some Patreon. Then we're also releasing, me and Ching got a new little series on there. We're trying my favorite barbecue spot.
Yeah, okay, Coiler's right. That's actually probably spot on. Now he probably lied about being invested in the first place. You really think Brian is giving anyone money ever? That's a good point. That's a really, really good point, to be fair.
Ooh.
That drops Friday.
There you go.
At what is it? Stills and Switch?
Styles
and Switch.
You think you and I will ever get the families together and be at each other's houses on a Sunday?
Didn't I ask that before? Didn't I question that the other day? That these guys never seem to, like, their families don't hang out, their kids don't, or not even hang out, but their kids I don't think have met each other. I don't think their wives are friends. Like, why go on for this? Like, why don't they go on double date? It's so strange. Usually, if you're working that close to someone, like, you would have, passed each other by. Maybe you're. It's a small. I don't know. Austin's small, I'd imagine. They don't ever bump into each other at restaurants or something. Nothing. It's such a weird relationship.
Or is it impossible because of sports?
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know when we do it.
I know. And
no,
also,
but you have an off weekend soon because it'll start dwindling down in November. It started dwindling down November, and then winter sports
You should
come.
just come over with the kids. They play in the pool and stuff. Because my son is 3.5. Will idolize your boys. Like,
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he'd love it. Bring him over, and he likes trucks, right?
Loves trucks.
I learned Daddy's a cuck, and his best friend, has some shit for him. He'll be like, "Oh my God,
By the
my
way,
dad's a gay man."
This is.
Yeah, but compared to his buddy, yeah,
dude,
your dad tucks his dick between his legs. Yeah. Oh, you like trucks and your dad drives a Tesla? You know how heartbreaking that is for that kid? He's gonna come over my house, I'm like, oh my God. Oh, and all you guys eat is steak? Is like, yeah. Hey, welcome to Texas, little dude. All you guys do is play sports, my dad. You have a gun?
Big up, Gitsy.
Everything Papa does is cool when you're in 8th grade.
He literally looks like an 8th grader too, to be fair. He literally looks like an 8th grader too in that top. He literally looks like an 8th grader too in that fucking top. He does, doesn't he? And that fucking haircut, you know, like, or that fucking that dye job with the highlights. Like, Jesus Christ.
Dad's always trying to get me to play the fucking guitar. Yeah, we don't do that thing.
Dad's a cock.
Yeah.
My son,
and these kids talk aggressive. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, my son, when my son was at Tim Kennedy's place and my other friend's house. Now Tim's got like motorcycles, go-karts.
T was over there.
Crazy shit.
Yeah, he has all sorts of shit.
And my son was like, "Well, this is the best."
Yeah.
And I'm going home. Trying to get him home, Tim had to ride him on the front of his electric motorcycle to the end of the driveway.
Or otherwise
he wasn't getting in the car.
That's how it goes, dude.
And then my buddy AJ, he's got a crane. He's got like a little, what is it, an excavator? He's got all kinds of shit.
Oh, really? Just to fuck around? Yeah,
he's a gearhead.
Oh, is that a college team? I thought that was some like car merch, like a flip. Mustangs is a college team. I just assumed it was like a car brand or something that did like something in the sports jersey theme. I don't know. So okay, someone in chat said it before. Mustangs is a rich college, Texas. It's a rich Texas college. Sorry, such a bandwagon fan. What are they doing well at the moment? Is this Mustangs team doing well at the moment? That's why he's wearing it. Typical Brendan, isn't it? Typical Brendan.
Oh yeah.
So my son was crying so hard.
I know he won't want to leave our crib. We got the UTV. We get around in the neighborhood.
He got into my
all gas.
Tesla 3.
Yeah.
Go
down to the lake, fish. You want to shoot guns? We can do that.
Yeah.
Food.
Yeah.
Just
all that
sports nonstop.
Yeah.
No, we'll figure it out because the boys start tailing off. I think in November with baseball and football, and then
I've never heard of them. Were they Mustangs college team? SMU, Mustangs football team, is college football representing Southern Methodist University in the University Park, Dallas, Texas. The Mustangs compete in the NCAA Football Bowl subdivision and a member of the Atlantic Coast Conference. Okay, never heard of these people. How college football teams prepare? Is that the Mustangs there? That's them, right?
Hey guys, my name is Matt Clark. I'm an assistant football manager for SMU, and this is how we prep our footballs. All right, yeah, so there's lots of steps to this. The first thing I usually do is I take it out of the package, and I will take my brush and scrub it all the way down. This isn't anything crazy. It's more so just to start the process, get any sort of debris off of it that you can. And that's literally all I do for that. It's one of the easiest steps, which they're all that easy. The next step we do after this is we actually put a layer of shaving cream all the way around the ball. And really what this does is when the ball first comes out of the package, it's got like this wax layer that's a little bit slick, and usually we don't like it. And once we break that down, it's much easier to get into actually breaking the ball apart. You always want to avoid the laces too, especially with the mud. If it hits it with this, it's fine, just I prefer not to do it. So I will apply this on here, and then actually we wait about 15-20 minutes with it sitting all the way over it. So it's been about 15-20 minutes now. Just gonna rub this off with my towel, still try to avoid the laces if I can. And what you're gonna kind of see is it will start to get a little bit darker when I get this off here, and it's gonna be like splotchy. That's just the way that the shaving cream rests on there. It's just another thing that starts to get it to that actual product.
I just want to see what they actually have.
Hey guys, my name is Matt Clark. I'm an assistant football manager for SMU, and
what do they play like? What does this SMU team play like? What do they do? Are they good?
They've won 17 straight conference regular season games. Derek McFall opens as the back, and Kevin Jennings on a keep here. First down, coach. for about 7, maybe 8 yards.
I don't know what the fuck. I can't even see the fucking ball.
Jennings will get in the gun here with T.J. Hart, the running back.
I can't even see the fucking ball.
And Jennings wants to throw, trying to hit the slant. Instead, Hudson the catch. And he's going to lean forward to the 5, Raheem Long.
Oh, he's wearing the baseball one. So it's not this. They're not. This is so it's SMU baseball. Okay, let's see that SMU baseball. I want to see what these motherfuckers are about. I didn't know. I thought it was football. SMU baseball. Let's see this thing. Past and present. Who's this person? Nope. SMU baseball practice 1975. What? You sure? Okay. Full game replay. A realistic day. Okay, let's see this guy. A realistic day. Let's see what a day.
What's up, everybody? This is a day in my life at SMU. In case this is your first video, my name is Christian Smith. I'm a junior here at SMU, studying marketing in the business school, and nice. I have an exam tomorrow morning in Christian bioethics. Gotta love those CCs.
Also, so it's actually a Christian school as well.
9 p.m. I have not started studying yet, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be that bad. I got this study guide from someone in my class. It's only a few pages.
You guys are so mean in the chat. This is the life Chin could have had. You guys are so mean.
It's long, so it's it's a little bit more than a few pages, but it shouldn't be too bad. I got a haircut in the last vlog I made. I just uploaded it today. I got that low taper fade. Anyway, this was just a random video I thought of recording because I wanted to get a video in between the one I just posted and then my New York vlog, which will be filmed in a few days because I'm trying to get more content out to you guys. I'm hoping this only takes me like a few hours max to study for, but I think I'm gonna give it a little bit extra because I really want to do well on this test. It is at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, so.
A lot of scouts. I mean, it's a big game to play.
It is a big game.
We got a little deal lined up with us, man.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, good luck with that.
Oh, that's it?
I mean, if y'all have a deal, all right, we'll go against y'all.
I mean, we're open. Hold on, I gotta hit a ball here. Give me 1 second. What? Is he like talking about this?
Easy. Interesting class. It's called Christian Bioethics. If you ever come to SMU, I actually strongly recommend you take it to fulfill 1 or 2 common curriculum credits that you need to graduate. I'm actually not sure which ones these are hitting. The only reason I'm taking it is because my ex-girlfriend told me to take it with her, and then we broke up a couple weeks later. So otherwise I wouldn't be in this Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 a.m. But that's nice. Okay. In fact, I'd be learning about the Middle East, which is more interesting to me, just because I don't know a lot about it. And I wanted to. I wanted to learn more about the Middle East. I wanted to familiarize.
So is this how they get people to work in the CIA? Christian bioethics, like what?
Myself with different cultures and with the other side of the world, so to say, but no. Instead, I'm learning about Stanley Hauerwas, Paul Ramsey, and Richard McCormick, and all these other different theologians and ethicists and how their views have affected and changed Christian bioethics, which is taking biology, medicine, the medical field, and kind of tying it to this idea of ethics and what's right and the moral good, utilitarianism. I'm crashing out. I'm gonna get back to work. What's up, y'all? It's 1:30. It's been about 20 minutes. I'm making good progress. It's gonna take me and one of these. Come on, guys. I'm gonna get in, try and get in this exam. Oh man, what a great time to study. Help me wake up on time. Amen. All right, see you guys
tomorrow.
I woke up on time. Currently studying. I've got 7 minutes till I need to walk to class. This is it. Holy moly. I think that went well. We did not have a lot of time for that. I think only like 2 or 3 people turned it in before class ended. And I finished right before class ended, but then I flipped to the last page and I realized that there were a few bonus questions that I wanted to quickly get in. I definitely got in the 90 range.
Fast forward. Show us your day.
Hey, praise God.
You're just in the room.
Change of plans. I got hungry, so
There we go, finally.
I love listening to like those Indian people who sing this song. Ever since I was a G, I've been Bajit.
Whoa, 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 buddy, whoa, 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 whoa.
Can I please get 2 chicken Caesar wraps, please? And can I do a double chicken in both of those and no croutons? Bro,
what type of vlog
why is
is
my
this?
trunk open? I'll be right back. This is college though, man. You're just kind of sitting in your room, eating food.
There's a lot of chin about him, isn't it? There's a lot of chin. This is definitely chin. Holy shit. This nigga's boring as fuck, isn't it? Like, well gone for his college experience. What a bore. What? It's like, where are the people? Like, what? Like, nothing. We don't see the campus. We don't see the people. He just goes and gets a burrito and sits indoors all day. Why is the trunk of my car open, dude? It's like, what?
Doesn't get better than this, man.
Okay, I guess. Cool, just chewing. Great.
I'm kind of full after that first one.
Okay.
Well, man, this is shaping up to be a perfect day. Walk on the.
Okay, so then
You're gonna chill here?
What is it? Is this Bible study?
It's like it's going.
Jesus, the only one who could ever say.
There is none beside you.
This church.
I don't wanna.
This is a university. You pay to go here. Whoa, bro. Yo, America's an interesting place, brother. America is an interesting place. What the fuck? This is like Christian university. Fucking Jesus Christ. I couldn't say that there, of course. I'd get fucking chucked out if I said that.
Hey, Christian, he just volunteered to be on the mic again.
But only if you have a gun?
Yeah, because I
Not
was
Chinsuyi, but Chinumi. What could have been?
Chinumi. This is why Chin thought he was white, isn't it? This is why Chin thought he was white. Now I kind of get why Chin thought he was white. This is exactly why Chin thought he was white.
Woo!
I don't know if this is gonna be cool. I decided.
Has free will, as much free will as us. What we can know behind the scenes is there's a bunch of different neural nets. The reason why is because that's the most probable option. In the same way, we will always choose the option that aligns most with our greatest desire, our most probable option.
That's just over philosophizing free will. Like,
Alright guys, so we're here at RUF talking about free will and stuff.
Fucking hell. Fair play, man. Fair fucking play, but wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a weird. Honestly, going to like a Christian university sounds like hell. Unironically, going to a Christian university sounds like pure hell. You have to go to like mandatory Bible study and sing-alongs and like what? Nah, fuck with that shit, mate. No wonder there was something going on. He was just sitting indoors eating burritos by himself, like because you can't do nothing. Jesus Christ. Okay, cool, man. Cool. Christian time. Christian time. Let's go back.
We just signed him up for wrestling last night.
Really?
There we go.
You don't say.
I told T, I'm like, dude, if baseball ain't gonna make you tough, the flag football sure as fuck ain't gonna make you tough. Wrestling will.
Yeah, wrestling.
And then Bossy's like, Dad, I want to wrestle. And I said, yeah, I know. Well,
make you like. Why do your kids want to be tough? Why are you telling your kids to be tough? Why don't they just do wrestling because it's fun? What's all this tough shit about? Brendan's kids are going to end up being, usually they're those kids who practice martial arts or self-defense, and they're usually like the most, they wouldn't hurt a fly type of kid, They really go out of their way to make sure they're not involved in any physical altercation. They don't want to be, they really go out of their way to do it. Brendan's going to be the type of person to teach his kids to use it, to kind of like let people know that they can fight. It really should be the opposite. They should be doing it for fun, doing it just to learn things, maybe make new friends and shit. You want to be tough. You want to be tough. Like, fucking, there's different forms of toughness too. It doesn't have to be fighting, brother. Jesus Christ.
And I was really doing it for Bosty because he wants like his own thing. I'm like, yeah, let's do some wrestling. Because when they get home from school, even before baseball, football, all they do is go in the backyard and fucking wrestle each other like nonstop.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's all they do. And you don't realize.
Bosty wants his own. Does Bosty want his own thing, or do you want Bosty to have his own thing? Because I'm not too sure if that's true. How old is Bosty? Boston, is he like 6 years old? He came up to us and said, Papa Brendan. He says, Brendan, Papa Brendan, I want my own thing. Did your son say he wants his own thing, or do you want him to have his own thing?
Like now I see Bossy in organized sports. Having an older brother is such a cheat code. It's such an advantage. Because it's like if you're it's like me, I had Shane Carwin. So I'm used to going with this fucking Bigfoot of human being every single day. So that's all I know. I'm like, all right,
then you get a regular dude and it's like, oh, this is adorable.
Oh, cute. So for Bossy, he's used to going with Tiger all the time, wrestling, football, baseball. So you get with other 5-year-olds, he's like, what the oh, buddy, you guys are so fucked. It's such a cheat code.
Damn.
And then for the older brother, it's good because Tiger will take risks, whether it's basketball, football, wrestling, because his brother's lighter and younger, so he'll get out of his comfort zone and take some risk.
Who's
so
going to be bigger, do you think, physically?
Tiger. Not even close.
Really?
He's huge, dude.
That's like him answering, who's your favorite? Tiger. Not even close. That sounded like the same way he answered it, didn't it? He answered it that way. Who's your favorite? Who do you love more? Tiger. Not even close. Jesus Christ, man. Bless Boston, man. Bless Boston.
Bossy's gonna be like Jay, probably like 6'2", but like lean.
Yeah,
he's like Bossy has a six pack now.
Yeah,
and then Tiger's like me. He's just a big fucking. He's light years more athletic, light years bigger than I was at 9.
So much of this is genetics. I love football, obviously, and I was watching Trevor Lawrence yesterday.
Yeah, when he slipped and scored the game-winning touchdown.
This kid is 6'6", and they say he's 220. I'm sorry. Look at his legs and ass. That guy's 240. Yeah. He's a fucking house. And speed, intensity, but like some of this is just genetics, man. You're just.
Hey, Callum, why don't you talk about your kids then? Brendan gets to fucking flex on his kids or flex about his kids. Why don't you talk about your kids? Does Brian think his kids are inferior? Is that why he doesn't bring them up? Why don't you talk about your kids and their athletic potentials? I don't know. About what your daughter's doing in school or college. I don't know. Be proud of your kids. Brag about your kids too. Why did Brendan just get to talk about his kids ad nauseum? Talk about your kids too. He just sits there like, oh, I wish I could have your kids.
Well, a lot of hard work too.
Oh,
a lot of hard work.
Well, it's not just genetics. It's also
there's a ton of guys more athletic than him.
It's crazy will to win. But he's special. He's special. That's a big fella.
Yeah, he's a good player. He's probably about 220.
You think?
He's thin, yeah.
His,
but he's lean. That's what you want. You don't want to be a big, too big. You don't be too big.
She might be 7 feet. Look at her.
She's not a typical. She's not short.
Who is that, sir?
Wife Marissa.
Okay.
But if you think about like John Jones, think how great he is. Two brothers always competing with. You think of all these guys that had older brothers. It's the young, because the youngest one has a cheat code.
The youngest one has a cheat code.
And the oldest one has the benefit of trying shit out because he knows he can get away with it. So then when he does it against kids his age, he's like, yeah, I've done this before. I've tried it before.
Yeah.
And it works.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's such an advantage.
It's nuts.
Yeah, I didn't realize it till
and
Boston
doing it
started
for
playing.
so long where it just becomes second nature. You know, I'm looking at these. How long has Trevor Lawrence been playing football, you think?
I mean, probably since he was 6.
Literally.
Yeah.
So it's just such a, I mean.
It's just what they do.
It's
so
what
like
they do.
Why does Brian pretend like he doesn't know what football is or something? Like, what is this like? What is this kind of like? What is this deferring to Brendan like he's some like scholar, some expert? Like you know, he roughly knows a bit about football anyway. Why does he act like he doesn't know? Oh, really? So like, he's been playing it since he was a child to become professional athlete. Really? I had no idea. Like, you know. If you saw that clip of that play or whatever he did, then you know. Come on, man. Like, what is this deferring to him like he knows what he's talking about? He doesn't. He barely knows what he's talking about either. If anything, I think Callan has better fucking sports knowledge than fucking Brendan does. So weird.
The lights, the crowd.
They
it's
master everything. They've just, and he's been dealing with those lights since high school.
No, before that, I bet.
Yeah.
Before that.
God.
Wait. Trevor Lawrence just played football for about 6 years. That's not real.
I was just talking about professionally.
Oh. Well, that's stupid.
3 years in college, 5 years in NFL.
Yeah, that's not at all.
So he was, as a freshman, he was already a standout. This kid.
Yeah, but if you go to, I mean.
Yeah. He was a standout in high school, I'm sure. And
well, even Pop Warner.
Yeah, but you got vibes. Why don't they follow Rogan's rule of keeping family private? Because they have nothing to talk about. Because they have nothing to talk about. Nothing. Without this, like, this is a huge part of the show now. Brendan talking about his kids playing football, baseball, whatever. It's like a big part of the show. It's a big part of this show and Shaw's show. And I don't know, if we get into specifics, right? Not analytics, but if we get into specifics, I would assume each show, Brendan probably spends about 10-15 minutes of the show talking about his kids. At least, I think, on average. 10-15 minutes. You take 10-15 minutes out of each show, he can't talk about his kids. What else are they going to talk about? You know what I mean? So it's become an essential part of this new era of content that they put out. They have nothing else to talk about, so they have to meander and just give you this nonsense garbage talk about their kids and this and that. Stuff that you don't even give a fuck about, you know? It's so fucking bizarre. And it really does the kids no favors too, because now you have a whole homeless cat subreddit of people who dissect, because yes, and Sojo's made themselves a bit of a target, but still, his obsession, or his constant need to talk about his kids and his family has made them also the target of hate and stuff, you know? Like, just leave them out of it, man. It's not really that important, but, you know, nothing to talk about, so here we are.
Like, you can tell now at this age, like, there's outliers, man.
Yes.
Like, you're like, oh, that kid has it. That kid definitely doesn't.
Yeah.
That kid should go get a box of crayons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at a very young age, you can tell the kids who have and who don't. Now, baseball's a little different because it's just
such a skill.
Yeah, and like the big dumper for Seattle, you know, he led the league in home runs. He got cut from his high school football or high school baseball team.
Mm.
So it's just some guys, and then they put in the work, and then they get better.
Right. Quarterbacks, they say, can be that way. Curtis Mayfield, they were talking about, and as good as he is, like some of it depends on your offensive scheme. You know, your offensive coach, the formation.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of stuff that goes into it.
Yeah, quarterback's tricky, man.
Fuck, it's so tricky.
Super tricky.
And then you see some of the guys, like some of these wide receivers, some of these fucking linebackers, defensive ends, and defensive tackles. And what I mean by that is giant black guys
Sports talk, man.
who are...
Yeah, but you're talking about just the NFL?
I'm just talking about...
Yeah, no, you got to go to a high school game bubble. You got to get out of the bubble of the NFL. You don't want to watch the NFL.
Because it's just...
You go to Lake Travis High School. Go see those fucking kids.
Really?
They're huge, man.
Really?
They look like a college team when I was playing. They're huge. Their defensive end, I think, is 6'6", 240, both of them.
What?
Yeah, they're huge now. Huge. Like high school's everything's upgraded. Everything's like,
Good God, what is it? Just nutrition, training, what?
yeah. Education.
We were talking about how you don't when you want to learn how to box or you want to learn how to do something, you don't necessarily want the guy who was amazing at it.
No, like you don't want Michael Jordan to teach you how to shoot.
Yeah.
Or being your like head coach.
No, you need
Like,
somebody who can break down.
Yeah, there's a difference between a guy who can break it down and can relate to those that need work, and then there's the elite of the elite, where like you wouldn't want Kobe Bryant as your coach,
Right.
Because he's gonna be tough.
Although
his standards gonna be so.
Gordon
tough.
Ryan's really good, but Gordon Ryan will say he said this, and I was having this thing.
Yeah, but Gordon Ryan's coach is John Danaher.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. So they'll start a lot of times, like people like Gordon, like they'll start with somebody on your back with a body lock and a choke. You know, they'll start like you start from the ground up, like lying down.
Of course.
Yeah.
Everyone does it. Yeah.
No, but usually jiu-jitsu was taught like where you be in each other's guard and you practice arm bar and triangle.
No, not a high, not
anymore.
not with a good coach.
Right.
Like you want to start.
That's
in
old school.
You want, that's stupid. You want to start in not stupid, but you want to start in compromised position,
Yeah.
so you get used to it. So when you're put there, you don't
Yes.
freak the.
You say compromise. What is it? Compromise. What is it? Compromise.
You want to start in not stupid, but you want to start in compromised position.
Yeah.
So,
Compromised. Like what? Compromised. Huh?
That's old school.
You want, that's stupid. You want to start in not stupid, but you want to start in compromised position,
Yeah.
so you get used to it. So when you're put there, you don't
Yes.
freak the fuck out.
Yes.
Compromise.
Same reason Navy SEAls go fucking underwater,
Uh-huh.
and they make them keep going up and down all that time.
Well, they make them.
So when you
sometimes they make them drown underwater.
yeah,
You know,
so, you don't so you've been there. Same
That's-
thing in fighting. Like you want to put in the most compromised position so you can work your way out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how T and Basti do with wrestling. It's a different, like, it's not for, you have to have a special kid to embrace that type of work ethic. You know, it's not for it's not baseball, it's not football,
No.
it's not basketball. You have to have a special kid, and usually kids that grow up in Santa Monica, Calabasas, fucking in Lakeway where I'm at, the chance of them gravitating towards wrestling is probably not good. We'll see. They want to do it because I was telling them, I'm like, well, we can do it. I'll sign you up. Bossy, I think he's different than T, but it's gonna be tough, man. Like you're not gonna excel at it right away. You're not gonna dominate everybody, and you got to get in really good shape. And there's no breaks either. That's the other thing. Baseball, we get a break. Football, you can find a break. Basketball, you can find your break. There's no.
Why can't they just do this for fun? Like, why does every sport that these kids do have to be like with the prospect of them becoming pro? Why can't you just do it for fun? Isn't there like a kids version of wrestling that doesn't involve them having a pathway to the Olympics or something? Does it all have to include that? Does it all have to have a pathway to the world fucking championships or whatever? Why can't it just be wrestling for kids? Does that exist? Kids just want to wrestle for fun, for shits and giggles? Like confidence or whatever, self-defense, wasting all the time, giving their parents some respite and shit. You gotta gotta work, you know. It's gonna be a lot of time, bro. Like, relax, man. Your kids are under 12 as well. It's like they're teenagers or something. Like, chill out, man. God damn.
No breaks in wrestling. But that's why, like, college recruiters, especially in football and baseball, especially in football, one of the number one things they want is a wrestler. A kid who did football and wrestling. Because they know he's going to be fucking tough. And he thrives in one-on-one competition.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it's not for everyone.
Competition.
It's some would say the toughest of sports.
Nightmare.
The shape you have to be in,
Sucking
that
weight,
constant pressure. Not at this age, you're not sucking weight, but the constant pressure of one-on-one and all the eyeballs.
Brian thinks 9-year-olds are sucking weight. Sucking weight. Brian thinks 9-year-olds are cutting weight to wrestle. This is why he's not talking about his own kids. This is why he's not talking about his own kids. 9-year-olds cutting weight to wrestle is crazy.
On you, some kids thrive in it, some kids don't.
Yep.
I think T should be okay in it. I think he'll do. Obviously, physically, he'll be fucking fine. He's stronger than everybody, but we'll see. There's only one way to find out. If he wants to do it, I'm down. Bossy, I know, will be good at it. You gotta have that dog in you. It's tough to get dogs in kids that grow up in fucking, the peninsula.
Yeah, but sometimes you just have, you're competitive as fuck. That can be the dog. You just want to win.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, that dog.
Somebody pushes you and you're like, I'm pushing back.
Yep. Or you bring it out of them where like they keep getting beat down, they keep getting beat on, then one day like, all right, enough's enough.
It's a personality thing.
Yeah, it is. And some kid, again, it's not for everyone. Some kids gravitate towards it. I loved that aspect of it. I loved it. But you can't really teach that. They either got it or they don't. They got. Like there's this kid on T's Team 77. He's just a dog, man.
So
he's just a fucking. And you see it right away.
The social scientist. He studies like development, children. Like it's been his life's work. Written several books, and he was doing a podcast, and he said, "I tell parents, and it drives them nuts. I say ultimately, you don't have nearly as much to do."
Oh, I know you told me that before. I disagree with that guy. I wonder if he has kids.
Well, he does.
Yeah.
Of course, Brandon would disagree with that. Of course, Brendan would disagree with the guy that says you don't really have much of a role in deciding if your kid becomes pro or not. Either they have it or they don't. Of course, Brendan would disagree with that scientist, disagree with that social scientist. Of course, he'd disagree with that because he thinks what he's doing is going to guarantee his kids become pro. Little does he know that's not how it works. But hey, let's see what they say.
That's not the point. He's looking at the metadata, meaning this. They were debating it. It was like reading your kid a bedtime story, being there and coaching your kid, make sure they get enough nutrition and sleep, stable household, of course.
Give them love,
stuff. Yeah, all that stuff. But at the end of the day, what they find is that they take all those factors into account. And ultimately, you either have that dog in you to succeed or you don't.
The dog, yes.
Yeah,
the dog, yes.
But that's what he's saying. Like,
no, there's nothing. No, they're born with it.
That's it.
There's certain things they're born with.
That's it. You either have that.
You either have that lion's heart where it's like, whatever it takes, like I'm willing to die out here. I won't come in last no matter what. And I was just born like that.
Why do they need to have it anyway? At 9 years old, bro. Why do they need to have like a lion's heart? Like, what the fuck, brother? They're 9 years old. Why can't they learn that later on in life? When they face challenges of their own, struggles that they have to kind of overcome. Why do they have to have it now? Like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? It has to be only with sports too. They can't have a lion's heart with their education, with their place in society, community, whatever. It has to be sports. That's where they get to show who they really are. Sports. Fucking hell, bro. And that's the thing I don't understand. Brendan wasn't like, I'd understand this level of like, I'd understand these like high standards if he was RIP Kobe Bryant, RIP to the GOAT. If you're that level of an athlete and that crazy and whatever driven, it makes sense. This guy was barely a good athlete, even in his heyday. He was barely a good athlete. Barely. Hardly. And you think someone, usually in my experience, I don't know if you guys agree, but I watch a lot of like sports podcasts or whatever stuff, right? And usually the lower level a person is, the more relaxed they are, the more hands off they are with their kids. Or sometimes it's the opposite as well, right? Like LeBron with his kids, he doesn't really get involved at all in them coaching. But usually it's like when you didn't really achieve that much in your professional career, you usually are very chill when it comes to your kids. You don't really get on them, you know what I mean? You're not overbearing. Whereas with Brendan, it's like, brother, your professional athletics career wasn't really that great. Wasn't anything to write home about. So why are you being extra hard on your fucking children who probably just need an arm around the shoulder or whatever? Or just, like, I don't know. It's just a strange thing that he's doing right now. Really, really strange.
Yep.
It's going to be worse too when at the end it doesn't pan out, like all of this stuff. Setting them kids up for failure or disappointment and himself.
And then like my brother was different. He was competitive. He was gifted, but he was like, I don't give a fuck. Why do I give a fuck?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like I don't care.
Yep. Brennan, let's take a little break.
Can we take a break?
That's on for side. What you know, for me, I would always see something I wanted. Like I was like, oh, I want to do that, and then I would just move in that direction, no matter what. So.
But I had a dad yesterday. He was like, man, my son's doing jiu-jitsu. He's like, he's always, he's doing shrimping and gar. He's been doing it like 3 years now. He's like, it just doesn't build his confidence. I was like, wrestling and boxing, dude.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I'm worried, like, if he does get in a situation at school, I'm like, yeah, is he going to jump to guard?
Yeah.
I'm like, no, if you want to build his confidence, get him boxing. He starts hitting those mitts, having some success on there.
Yeah.
He's going to be more comfortable to engage when he does get bullied.
Somebody also, a coach that can break it down and teach you how to navigate that.
There's great coaches, though, with kids. If you find a good coach that knows how to coach kids, they're the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, because jiu-jitsu is tough. And the other thing is it takes a really long time to get confidence in jiu-jitsu. You're constantly getting tapped out. So for a kid, is it the best? I don't think so. It's fun.
Again,
it's a good discipline.
Big up Don Dota. Brian, you're my hobby now.
Depends how the classes run, all that stuff. But because wrestling can be too much for them sometimes, some kids.
Again, not for everyone.
Yep.
If a kid says too much, that's not his thing. You know? Like I talked to Chael about it when I was in LA because T and Bossy want to do it in LA. And he was like, man, there's a school. They're great. They're great. He was like, but you might want to check it out first because it's really intimidating for a young kid. He's like, some of those rooms are super intimidating. And the kid goes in there, he's like, oh, fuck this. He's like, you gotta find that balance where it's like inviting, it's encouraging, it's fun. He's like, because the team I'm sending to, it's a Russian coach. It's mainly Latinas and Russians in there.
Oh, boy.
They don't come from much,
No.
and they're fucking dogs.
No, they're dogs.
I'm like, check, please. No.
Yeah, that's a different.
Yeah.
That's a different thing. So my buddy was in Azerbaijan, which is right next to, Chechnya and Dagestan.
All the monsters.
And they, those kids do what's called wrestling, boxing, kickboxing.
Oh, yeah.
And, you'll have some world champion who's teaching a bunch of kids in a basement, which is where they were. They were in a basement with dirty mats and
They
shit.
don't have it. That's their way out.
Yeah, their coach was like a silver medalist in the worlds or something, And they're wrestling, they're doing MMA, they're practicing. But I think they were just doing wrestling. And the coach, these kids are like 9 and 10, whatever. And the coach, like as a reward, brings out
a skip to current events
mesh bag full of head
I'll let him finish his story, but we'll skip to current events. These guys are pissing me off.
gear, gloves, and
To fight.
and what do the kids do? They go, yeah! They're all excited.
That's
And
all
he
they know
goes-
out there.
Yeah, and they just pit those. It's just what they do once in a while, and they just slug it out.
It's just what they do
Yeah.
out there.
And
Because they don't have football,
no,
baseball.
no. And it's like they come up differently. They come up
They
differently.
come up different. It's not that they're better athletes. It's just a tougher way of living.
It's what they have.
It's just what.
And he said that. He
It's all
goes,
they have.
There was this one kid who's so
So they can't be better athletes. Okay, cool. Just stuff. Okay, cool.
good. He's like, yeah, he's so good because his dad works in a factory 2 hours away. Just goes to that factory, comes back. That's what they have. You're going to work in a factory or you're going to be in the UFC if you're the one person in the entire group.
Yeah.
Enjoy that.
And that's what you're dealing with.
Like I'm
That's
sure
what
if you
you're competing with.
if you see Khabib's camp, if you were to go there, see all the guys who are not in the UFC,
There's a lot of them.
killers. Probably the majority of them are just fucking killers.
They define killer.
World
Good at wrestling?
world champions.
That doesn't make you a good UFC
and-
fighter.
Yeah, I'm saying, but world champions in kickboxing.
Yeah.
World ranked in wrestling.
Probably more world rank in wrestling. Probably not too many world champion kickboxers out there.
Well, you had one guy who was in his camp who was like Muay Thai champion or whatever. I mean, these guys still credentialed fighters, just maybe not UFC, but killers. Great wrestlers.
It doesn't mean they're good fighters, though.
Right.
Big difference. Big difference. Because you go down to ATT, you have legit
Been there.
killer. Yeah, go down there.
And AKA, you walk around, you're like,
Go down to Jackson's,
what the fuck?
and all of them are in the UFC.
And a lot of them Olympic wrestlers,
But all of them in the UFC.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the right gym. They're fucking killers.
Yep.
Khabib's team's doing something right though.
ATT has dorms where they like people like.
All the major gyms do now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Jackson's had dorms for fucking
Like
ever.
development.
Jackson's the first one.
Really?
Yeah.
They
They're
were
like
just
dorms
developed
in
people?
the gym. Or develop, or if you're really good, you could just sleep there and then wake up and train. I mean, it's nothing nice.
No.
But if you want it bad enough, that's what you do.
Did you ever sleep there?
I stayed with Cowboy and Leonard Garcia, so I didn't have
that-
to sleep there. But Cody stayed there. Cody would stay in there.
Cody Garbrandt?
Donovan.
Oh, Donovan.
Yeah, Cody would go.
You
down
guys
there.
were all living together. Just
Yeah.
a bunch of animals.
Yeah, it's a great time. Time of my life.
Really?
Yeah, it was great. Cowboy's still doing it.
Beast.
Great chemistry. Dead
Still
air.
doing the damn thing.
Good at dead air. Look at the dead
You
air.
were there
Look
when
at
it
the
was
dead
like
air.
built up as a huge ranch, or was it just
Cowboys?
Yeah,
Fuck.
because he slowly built it up, right?
No, we're all just starting.
Yeah.
He was coming from WC. I was coming from Ultimate Fighter. Leonard Garcia was coming from WC.
You have a gun?
Him and Leonard rented a house. So it's
Bring
not
up
like
Leonard
they own it.
Blah, 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 tech, blah, blah.
Oh, he's
blah.
Ah, I missed it. They play again. Sorry. Big up Young Old Vibes. I missed it there. Hope it play. Will it play again?
You have a gun?
Will it play again? No, it won't. Baseball, blah blah. Give me take, blah blah. blah. We're here. Baseball, blah blah. Tech, blah blah is crazy.
Wild man.
Was he the little guy who had crazy fights, brawls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mexican cat.
Like so exciting to watch.
Yeah.
Oh,
His
yeah?
fights with Zombie were
Mexikid.
crazy.
Nuts.
First one get put in a tornado, but he had some great
Yeah, he
fights.
fought at 45, I think, right?
Great fights, yeah, great fights. 45, 55.
Covered in blood, just
Those
raw.
WC days were great.
Wow.
And Twister. I think you said Tornado.
Yeah, Twister, that's right.
Wow.
Yeah, those were the days. Yeah, him and Cowboy are super close. Still are. Cowboy hits me up once a week asking when the UFC checks are coming. I'm like, bro, I don't have anything to do with it.
Love it.
Because all we were waiting for, everyone waiting for the UFC money, was waiting for the judge to sign off on it. I guess it was like a lazy judge. And he took like 2 weeks. He just signed off on it last Friday. So that means the money starts going out this week.
Jeez. Let's go.
So you do know. That's why he hit you up. So he hit you up because you do know, because you know he knows you're money motivated, money minded, and shit. That's why he hit you up, and you obviously provide the information right there. So like, what if he acting all like bougie and up? I don't know, whatever. Like you obviously know.
Yeah, I bet Anderson Silva just getting that fucking $15 million in his bank account's gonna be nice.
I wonder, anything for fans who've been part of the struggle?
I don't think so, man.
But I mean, people have really been there from day one.
Mm-mm.
Like this.
Cowboy's
Let's go, guys.
Cowboy's gonna get a fucking juicy check.
He's going to get paid.
Yeah.
Let's go, guys.
Big time.
What was that case about, though? Just fighter pay in terms of
Fighter pay, yeah.
sharing in the spoils?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
My Dodgers 2-0, baby. You're not watching any of that.
Against the Yankees.
No. That'd be
Reds.
Nope. So they're
Phillies.
American League, right?
Phillies.
And we're still
The Phillies, I meant.
the Phillies. There you go.
Phillies.
2-0. Beat them.
What were
both
these?
in
What are the
Phillies.
scores?
No. Fuck off.
Looks like we've got an internet problem, everybody.
Game 3 tomorrow.
What's that internet one now?
Kids are playing Toronto and they're down.
Hold on,
0-2.
what happened
They're
here?
getting their
What
ass
happened here?
whooped. Yeah.
Holy shit. Brendan got all those cars, but they don't have a stable internet connection in that fucking place, isn't it? 17 million different trucks. 17 million different trucks, right? 17 million different trucks, but no stable internet connection. I love it. I fucking love it.
Give me a sec.
You got Milwaukee and Chicago. Milwaukee's up 2-0.
Damn.
Yeah.
Brewers.
Yeah. You got Seattle, Detroit. That one's 1-1.
I'm gonna use my damn phone.
A lot of games.
What'd you say, Chin?
I'm gonna use my damn phone. The
Looks like
internet here
we've
is
got an internet
shit.
problem, everybody.
Game 3 tomorrow at 6 o'clock.
Chin is so frustrated. He sounds so beaten.
I'll be able to watch that.
Is it that much fun watching baseball?
The best. Especially
Really?
playoff baseball. Yeah, the best.
It's so
Absolute
good.
best.
I tried. It
It's
was
such
so
a
boring
good.
for me.
It's such a beautiful game at this level. Because it comes down to the wire close. Sometimes it's just like crazy.
You're seeing the best of the best,
Yeah.
the best pitchers, everything.
But I'm not into any of these sports. But when I watched the NBA playoffs, to me that was way more fun.
Oh yeah,
watching the Lakers.
that comes down
back
to
in the
like
day.
1 second and
Yeah.
stuff. It's crazy. But football's been that way. Some of the best games ever this season in the NFL. Close games. Last night was nuts.
Yeah, last night was good.
Fucking nuts.
Playoff football is great. And I like college. I like regular season playoff college.
Yeah.
I like college
I
better
never
than pro.
watch college. Probably because I can't get involved in that.
I don't
yet.
watch pro.
You don't?
I watched last night, but it's rare I watch pro.
It was a good game last night. But every
Now all of a sudden he's a college guy. He's so predictable, isn't it? Now all of a sudden he's a college sports guy, isn't it? He never spoke about college sports that much ever before. Now all of a sudden he's balls deep in college sports. Oh yeah, so predictable.
every game has been so good, coming down to the wire. I guess field goal kickers are kicking farther now. There's something about they've
A kid
changed it.
from Jacksonville in the preseason hit us.
Yeah, big up Ason. Yeah, I heard about that. I spoke about it on the previous episode of Taz. It's on there already. I spoke about that on the previous episode of Taz, just the one pass actually. I spoke about that. Tim Westwood getting done for 4 rape charges.
70-yarder, and then last night he hit a 53 like it wasn't shit.
Nuts.
Yeah, it is strange.
Fuck, the mouth noises. Come on. Anything?
You kind of got to guess.
Mookie Betts starts his load earlier than anybody.
Anything? What's current
But
events?
even like that's why I never get mad at Tiger if he strikes out or if it's not. It's
yeah, you do.
I can't do it.
The crazy thing is Ohtani can also fucking.
What's crazy is Ohtani because Schwarber, the cat from Phillies, who was he'll probably be like second or third in MVP voting. So he's hit whatever 53, 54 home runs this year. Ohtani hit 56. So Ohtani hitting 56 home runs struck him out.
We'll go skip all this shit.
With the team.
Jesus
long
Christ.
arms.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But you know, it's not like they're all
Christ.
shredded.
No,
No. And the,
Honestly.
it's crazy.
We played football a lot though, but it was just
There's not everyone's wired that way.
nope.
Okay, here we
You
go.
ever played baseball as a kid, Chin?
yeah, but just like our friends in the neighborhood.
Yeah,
Yeah, nothing.
that's a weird.
That's a what?
It's crazy.
We played football a lot though, but it was just not as in.
You never played sports.
No, I told you guys why.
Why?
They tried to get me into
pretty
football. They tried to get me to football, but I had to cut my hair. I was in the
Oh
middle.
yeah, he wanted long hair.
Yeah. It's the dumbest rule too. I was like, I could
You been
just put it
playing
up.
music?
Then I just focused on music. Yeah.
Have you been playing music lately?
No, I haven't been.
So Chin didn't play football because he wanted to cut his hair. Just say he didn't want to play the football, man. Like that's actually a better reason than saying he didn't want to cut his hair. What? But I'm not surprised Chin is not into sports though. Chin does look like a guy that's into sports, right? I'm not surprised he's not into sports, but what a weird like what? I told you guys my hair. I told you guys my hair. What? Are you okay?
Been doing a lot lately.
Why?
Oh, you know, just stuff.
Yeah.
I'll get back into it though.
Just start playing.
He's still putting together his house.
Yeah. Start playing.
One brick at a time.
Yeah, but start playing.
That breakdown
Get
takes
energy from
forever.
Yeah, I did play a few songs like a couple
I
weeks
never
ago.
feel like writing stand up, but I start writing. It just happens.
Yeah, then I get stuck in the zone and it's cool.
Yeah.
It feels good.
You
still
play because that's what you are, you know, a musician.
You still talk to Browse, Chin?
I haven't talked to him for a while.
Yeah.
Have you?
We text back and forth a while ago.
Yeah.
What's he up to?
He's still doing music all the time. but-
Yeah, he's still constantly putting out music. His brother died, so he's been tough. Yeah.
I know for all.
Jesus. Is that known? Is that well known? Is that known? Did Little Browse put that on his Instagram? Is that something that everybody knows? Fucking hell, Brendan. Yeah, his brother died, so like fucking hell, this guy, bro. Don't tell Brendan a secret. Don't tell Brendan a secret. Jesus Christ.
All things that he passed away from. I don't want to put. I think
he's talked about it.
He probably put it on his Instagram, but it was
brother
from
die?
substance.
A few months ago.
Yeah.
Probably like 4 months ago.
Oh,
Yeah, accidental overdose.
Because Browse had an issue with,
That's his thing.
drugs. Yeah.
Everyone's secrets getting spilled today. Browse's brother allegedly. Let's actually see this. Like, just honestly, are these people friends? I'm actually gonna see. Did he put it on Instagram? Let's see. Lil Browse Instagram. What's his Instagram anyway? That's him, right? Browse. There he is.
Do you have a gun?
Big up, Asadiz.
Brow's brother died? I didn't even know he was sick.
I'm not gonna say nothing. Where is he? Did he post a Oh, is that the picture he posted? Okay, cool. This is the one. I remember seeing it. Is that him? That man? Yeah, this is the one. My older brother, my best friend, my whole life, everything I do from here on out is for the honor you. The world used to not seem so big when I had my big brother to always have my back. I know what you wanted me to do in life and things we set out to do. I got you. Until we meet again, ZP. Please, God, allow me to help anyone that's struggling, however you see fit. Allow my music to move people. R.I.P. Zach P. R.I.P. Rip Zachary W. Okay, cool. So I guess that's his brother, right? The one on the right hand side, I'm assuming. That's probably his dad in the middle. That's fucked up, man. R.I.P. to his dad. Sorry, R.I.P. to his brother. Sorry, not his dad, his brother. Shit. But I don't see any mention on here about him dying of an overdose or something, Fucking hell, Brendan, brother. What type of friend is Brendan? With friends like Brendan, you don't need enemies, bro. With friends like Brendan, you really don't need awful, man. Honestly, R.I.P. Lil Browser's brother, but Brendan's a fucking asshole, bro. Brendan's a fucking asshole. Like, oh, and yeah, and okay, fair enough. Maybe you tell the reason, and then he's like, oh, and Lil Browse also suffers from substance abuse. Like, did that? I'm not gonna lie. We've done a lot of T-Fat-K watch-alongs on here. We've watched a lot of Chin watch-alongs. Did you guys ever hear Browse say anything about having drug abuse issues? I don't remember that being made public. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember any. Don't get me wrong. I never thought about it 2 seconds, but I never really heard him talk about anything about drugs. And here's Brendan just like blaring it out to the public. Like, Brendan's an awful guy, man. An awful guy. But when someone does that, what do you think that is? What do you think that is when someone does that? Because he does that quite often. Like, blurts out things about people that no one else knows. Is that like a weird way to like feign connection and closeness? Is he being an arsehole on purpose? Like, what's the purpose of that sort of thing? Like, psychologically, do you think? Why is he doing that? Surely he knows that's an arsehole thing to do, right? Because it feels like he kind of brought up, it feels like he was angling to bring up Lil Browser's name anyway, right? Because Brian Cannon's at the Chin, hey, are you doing your music? Are you getting back on your music yet? No, I'm not. Then I think Brendan is the one that asked Chin, have you spoken to Lil Browse lately? I think he asked Chin that so that he could tell, it's an ulterior motive. He wanted to ask Chin that because he wanted to mention that he was texting Lil Browse recently. I don't know why Lil Browse reached out to Brendan of all people, but he's probably hurting or grieving. And then he mentioned, big up insecurity. It's a rich kid. I'm better than you. I have to say it. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you're right. You're right, man. He's driven by his insecurities. He relishes a chance to feel better. Yeah, exactly. You're both saying the same thing, Brendan Mallory and Coiler. Yeah, it's a weird like one-upman. It's a strange because he does it often. It's like I've noticed it's like a thing he does. He did it obviously with fucking Shane Carwin when they're having that beef. He loves to mention things that he's not meant to mention. Like why would he speak about it? Oh yeah, he probably spoke about it. Where would he speak about it? He doesn't have a podcast. He just makes music. He's on social media. Where would he speak about something like that openly? Like, fucking awful guy, man. What a cunt. What an absolute cunt. Do you think he'll tell the world Burr had a substance abuse issues and Burr? Exactly. Big up Ace, and unfortunately, I do this sometimes. Yeah, but we all maybe sometimes slip up and say things we're not meant to say. But I feel like Brendan set this conversation up so he can start yapping about Lil Browser's brother. This is how it feels. Like, if we go back a bit, again, not to go over it too much, but I feel like he purposely set this conversation up so he could mention it. You know? Let me see if I'm remembering it wrong.
Songs like a couple weeks ago. No, it's just not as in.
You never played sports.
No, I told you guys why. They tried to get me into football. They tried to get me to football, but I had to cut my hair. I was in the middle.
Oh yeah, he wanted long hair.
Yeah,
cool.
It's the dumbest rule too. I was like, I could just
playing music.
Then I just focused on music. Yeah.
Have you been playing music lately?
No, I haven't been doing a lot lately.
And this music conversation is not a bad thing, because a few episodes ago, Brian did kind of call out Chin for not being on his music thing, not vlogging as much, kind of, you know, called him out on that thing. So I think this conversation was appropriate. There was nothing wrong with this line of questioning and pushing. Like, hey, get back on your music, do the thing that you love more, go fishing, do vlogging, So let's see what happens next.
Why?
Oh, you know, just stuff.
Yeah.
I'll get back into it though.
Just start playing.
He's still putting together.
I wonder if Chin's being cagey about not saying things because he knows Brendan's got a fucking loose lips.
House.
Cool.
Yeah. Start playing.
One brick at a time.
Yeah, but start playing.
That brick's gonna take forever.
Yeah, I did play a few songs like a couple weeks ago.
I never feel like writing stand up, but I start writing, it just happens.
Yeah, then I get stuck in the zone and it's cool.
Yeah.
It feels good.
You play because that's what you are, you know, a musician.
You still talk to Browse, Chin?
You see?
Powerful bunch.
Big up Asad Aziz.
We
Appreciate
all
it.
slip up. I'll take accountability. I didn't mean to mention Oz had diabetes. Wasn't my story to share. I was wrong for that.
Exactly. Don't share my diagnosis. Don't share my private medical information, man. Let me share that with the world. Oh, that's fucking brilliant. Big up Asad Aziz. Fucking hell. You see how you mentioned Lil Browse? He's the one that brought up Lil Browse. You spoke to Lil Browse. He mentioned it because he had spoken to him recently and he wanted to bring up what happened. He just remembered it in that moment, probably.
You play because that's what you are, you know, a musician.
You still talk to Browse, Chin?
I haven't talked to him for a while.
Yeah.
Have you?
We text back and forth a while ago.
Yeah.
What's he up to?
He's still doing music all the time. But
Yeah, he's still constantly putting out music. His brother died, so he's been tough.
So his brother died, so it's been tough. Great.
Yeah.
I know for all things that he passed away from, I don't know if it was, I think he's
talked about it.
He probably put it on his Instagram, but it was from substance.
A few months ago.
Yeah.
Probably like 4 months ago.
Oh,
Yeah, accidental overdose.
Because Browse had an issue with,
that's his thing.
Drugs. Yeah.
Browse
That's why he works at those rehab centers.
Poor guy.
Browse is a great guy.
Anything more? Any more personal information? Brother died of an addict. He's an addict. He works in I didn't know any of this stuff about Lil Browse. I didn't know any of this stuff about Lil Browse. Anything more you want to give up? Maybe his bank account number or something? Huh? Maybe his mother's maiden name or something? Like, fucking hell, man. Just God almighty. These guys.
Yeah, really good guy. That sucks.
So when the John Jones thing, that's kind of what made me think about that stuff too. Like, that's the time when they sometimes relapse, things like that. Tragic things happen like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, what do you got, Chin?
Assholes, man. Fucking assholes, bro. Fucking assholes. By the way, Lil Browse, Chin's meant to be your friend, by the way. That's meant to be your boy. And here he is out in the fact that that you might have had an issue with this and that. Like, that's meant to be your boy. If you're watching this, Lil Browse, that Chin's meant to be your friend. Forget Brendan. Brendan's a fucking idiot, right? But Chin's meant to be your fucking friend. Yeah, he's not doing music because his brother died. It's like, Jesus, shut up, man. Shut up. Like, have some fucking decorum. Have some class. Have some, you know what I mean? Like, what I want for this?
Chin, you had an older brother, right?
It's just like you. I told you, my brother's 2 years older than me. Same
He
as you.
didn't play sports either?
I think he played football.
What's he do?
He's the director of IT for a company.
Drives a sweet GTR.
Yeah, he's
that he should
super,
give to
super
Chin.
smart. I've asked him. I told him I'd lease it from him. He's like, nah.
He's trying to sell it?
Huh?
Is he trying to sell it?
No, because those are hard to get now. They don't make them anymore.
True.
Yeah, but then I told him, because it was just sitting in the garage. I'm like, I'll pay you. Just let me use it. He's like, nah, it's okay.
Why didn't he let you drive it?
No, he let me. I brought it.
I remember it. Yeah, I was sick.
Give me some.
I bet Asian family too. Asian family. I bet Chin knows he's not the fucking favorite in it. Asian family. His older brother's a director of IT for a company, and Chin's a producer of T4K. You know who's the favorite in it. You know who's the favorite. One child is a director of IT for a company, and one is the producer for The Fighter and the Kid. Asian families are brutal. You know who's the favorite. It's definitely not Chin. Let's just say that.
Current events.
All right, let's try this. Let's try this with the internet we got here.
Have me a Max.
Have you Max?
Max it up. So this
You know about this, Brendan.
I sent this to. This is Ed Gaines.
That's not the real chair. Please tell me.
That's the chair, dude.
And that's
that
is
they
that
found in
real?
his house. Those are real faces
Oh, come
and
on,
skin.
dude. Stop.
He made furniture.
What?
He made a chair with a nipple on it.
Come on, dude.
That's That's oh my god.
Is that real?
That's
can't be
the
real.
actual chair they found in his house.
Hold on. Can you zoom in, please?
On the actual chair. Face here, face here.
Wouldn't it stink?
Right there.
His house must have smelled like straight dick.
I mean, that is.
His house, he had noses and
That is
nipples
horrifying.
and wieners. What's the caption say? It says,
Here, what you're looking.
what you're looking at isn't a horror movie prop. It's the actual piece of furniture made from human skin, faces, and bones, discovered in the home of Ed Gein, one of the most disturbing criminals in American history. When police entered his Wisconsin farmhouse in 1957, they found chairs, lampshades, bowls. So the bowl was a human skull. He would eat cereal and beans out of a human skull cut in
dug
half.
Corpses up from local graveyards.
Let's see.
Honestly, the dumbest people you know are into true crime and serial killers. The dumbest people you know. The dumbest.
They found bowls, mask, and even a belt, all made from human skin, faces, and bones. Ed wasn't a prolific serial killer. He's not a serial killer. But what made him infamous was what he did with the bodies. Most of his gruesome crafts came from corpses he dug up from local graveyards. But he did kill at least 2 women, including a local hardware store owner whose body was found decapitated and gutted like a deer. The horror inside his home was beyond anything authorities had seen. Among the findings, this is why I think his house smelled like asshole. This was in his house chilling. A box of noses.
A box of noses.
A
You
waste
want some noses?
A waste basket made of flesh.
Uh-huh.
A human face used as a window shade.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you sound like you
Ed
were.
confessed that he wanted to create a woman's suit so he could become his dead mother. Crushing it. A fixation that would later inspire some of Hollywood's most iconic killers, include Norman Bates, Leatherface, and Buffalo Bill.
Yes.
He was declared legally insane and spent the rest of his life in a mental
I would
institution, dying in 1984.
Yeah, he
long
did-
run, though, because I think he was
Long run.
born in 1904.
That's a long run. He just sounds like a real, yeah, something went wrong.
Can you appreciate the actual artwork on this though?
Yeah, the guy had skills.
I mean, seriously.
Yeah, the guy had
Yeah.
skills. If he would have just
That's
used,
actually incredible.
if he would just use cow leather, he'd be crushing it.
And he just sat there. What's in the middle? Can you zoom?
Yeah, we got Jose Lopez. Yeah, I take it back. Not true crime, just serial killer stuff. Forget true crime, because true crime is broad, and I can sometimes go down a rabbit hole of watching certain documentaries and shit on YouTube. But I find that the people who are really into serial killer stuff, they're super dumb. They're super, super, super dumb. Brendan's a good example of it. True crime's a broad subject, but serial killer, if you're into serial killers, you're a dumb.
Zoom in on the.
It looks like a face, right?
Well, there's something going on there that looks like I don't even know what that is.
Now, would people come over and sit in that and be like, dude, this
I
chair's
think
crunchy
his
as shit?
victims were probably seated in that. That is a nightmare. That is a fucking.
Have you started watching the series yet?
I've not.
Oh, it's good. It's so good.
I've not.
That might be an asshole in the middle there.
Yeah, it might be. Either way.
Make a lampshade out of assholes.
Either way, it is horrifying.
Block out that sun, son.
God. Jesus. I mean, it's so good, though. It's actually, look at that. It looks like it's fake.
Talking
but
about the
it's real.
craftsmanship.
Yeah.
It's good work.
It's good work. It's a collage of human skin.
Now, I'm pretty sure Zach Baggins has he has something of Ed's. He has either the big bowl that he used, like the big thing to burn the people in, because he needed to separate the bones from the flesh.
Yeah, bad energy, you know?
Yeah, you don't want that shit.
No, bad energy.
Not in your house, but it's in his haunted house. That makes sense.
Yeah, not interested.
What I want to do is because Joe loves all this haunted shit too. I want to go to New Orleans and go on a haunted tour for Halloween.
Yeah. I've been to New Orleans when they were giving those haunted tours. And
yeah, but you don't
I
like
didn't
that stuff.
take it.
Yeah, I love it. That'd be fun to do. I need to organize that. But what's the good haunted tour? If you guys live in New Orleans, let me know the good haunted tours.
I thought about
Not
that.
The bullshit
We didn't
You could just Google it yourself.
talk about this on the podcast, but me and my buddy, we fly in a helicopter to go and work out. And we landed at archery country where we usually do. And we had some police officers running toward the helicopter, and we got out. We were like, uh-oh, we probably shouldn't be landing here because it's a helicopter. And it turned out I see his shirt and it says homicide. And there's another detective in
never
a
good
shirt. And then, yeah.
I've seen way too much First 48.
To my right, not more than, I don't know, 9 feet, was a woman who unfortunately lost her life to her, I guess, the man she was with. They were a homeless couple.
Fighting, and he killed her?
Well,
shot her or stabbed her?
He stabbed her. And they were measuring the tire prints. They were trying to get the tire prints. And the homicide detective goes, that's how my morning's going. You just literally, your propeller fucked up we don't have the tire prints. It blew everything away.
Oh, you guys
They hadn't even taken pictures.
And no one looked down? No one saw the commotion?
Well,
Did you land
our
somewhere
buddy
else?
was texting us going, don't land here. They're doing it. We didn't see my buddy.
But
didn't
no
get
one
the
looked
text.
down. I was like, yeah, there's a lot of guys there.
We didn't see it. We were just coming in. We came in the other way. So we were coming in the other way, landed. You're not looking for a crime scene. And so, unfortunately, we, in our helicopter, hopefully didn't mess these guys up. They were really cool.
What type of story is this? What type of story is this to share anyway? So you disturbed an active murder investigation because you landed your helicopter. What? Why are you even sharing this? This makes you look horrible. You potentially ruined an opportunity. You potentially destroyed evidence that would have maybe led to the conviction of a guy who killed somebody because you were on your way to the gym. What? What type of story is this to share? What is this story? I don't even believe it, to be fair, but what is the story anyway?
Well, yeah, we
You
went.
did,
So we
and now that murderer is going to get away with it because you guys had to land in your stupid
we were
helicopter.
grounded. I had to drive here. I was very inconvenienced by a homicide, but no, it was. But I was looking over at that crime scene.
That homeless guy's going like this. Thanks, player.
That's right, literally.
100%.
And I was looking at this. And by the way, that homeless guy had been shouting at us through the fence a couple of times when we landed there. So he was not well.
So you think it's him?
I believe it was probably him.
You don't know though.
Well, he had his car there, and he had all his shit there.
So you know what kind of car it was?
Yeah, he had a car there.
Well, tell him to give the cops the information.
No, he left in another car. That's why they were measuring the tire prints or whatever it was. So anyway, I'm looking at the trash strewn around, and it's a homeless encampment, as you would imagine. But I thought to myself, this poor woman, whatever happened to her in life, here she was, and this is the last thing she saw.
And you let the murderer get away with
it. As she died, she saw trash. And then a helicopter comes along.
And then your dumbass comes in because you wanted to.
Well,
you wanted to cut out 20 minutes.
I don't
in traffic.
like traffic.
There's no traffic.
Yeah,
here.
I don't like traffic.
Like a helicopter in LA makes all the sense. That traffic's horrific.
Yeah.
I've been here 6 months now, 5 months. I've never hit traffic.
I don't like traffic.
There's no traffic.
I felt like a piece of shit because there I am landing and maybe ruining.
Oh no!
These men are trying to work and solve a crime.
You did. Oh no, you're a culprit. If I would arrest you. I'd be like,
I should be arrested.
You helped the murderer get away.
Well, I'm an aristocrat, And I posted a video of me in my helicopter.
Oh
and
wow!
Yeah,
Piece of shit.
Oh yeah,
Now,
bragging.
how many helicopter videos do you think we can post?
A little much, just a little
Right.
much at this point.
I'm going to speak for me
I
and
haven't-
all the fan base. Stop posting.
I
helicopter
haven't in a
videos.
long time, and I thought maybe I would because it was a new helicopter. This was a bigger one.
Yeah, stop posting helicopters.
Yeah, it's
we
a little
get
much.
it, right?
Yeah. I was like, man, it's kind of getting old because you're just in
The
a
helicopter,
Yeah.
But you definitely helped them get away.
You know what? Flying in a helicopter never gets old for me. I love it.
Oh, there it is, Zach.
To be fair, I'd much prefer he do that than do stand-up comedy. I'm not gonna lie. I'd much prefer to see clips of Brian Callen in a fucking helicopter doing his rich guy shit than trying to be a stand-up comedian. Like, just give it up, man. Give up the stand-up comedian thing. Give up trying to be an actor again. Like, just give up all that shit. Just live a rich man's life. You know what I mean? Wear fucking, I don't know, wear fucking quarter zip pullovers and shit, gilets, and you know what I mean? Like, please, and fucking Chelsea boots, and go fly helicopters, please.
Zach Baggins owns basically the pot that serial killer Ed, which he acquired in 2015. Okay, I wonder how much he paid for that. Yeah, see, he owns that. That was the pot that he would put the parts in to separate the bones from the flesh. Our boy Zach owns that. He paid, not a bad deal. $2,800.
Okay.
Though the value was estimated much higher, he got a bargain.
Yeah, I'm not into that macabre stuff. I will say though that they had the body yesterday that they hadn't moved yet, and there is this.
That make you sad.
Well, I didn't want to see. I mean, I out of respect for her, this human being who had a terrible life or something, whatever the fuck happened, all the wrong choices. I don't know, but you know, I did kind of. There's that feeling of, well, I would look at it. You kind of want to see.
You.
Of course, you kind of want to see, because you want to see what, you know. You want to get some inspiration. Of course you want to see. Of
Have
course,
to. It's human nature. Like, I remember when Jay and I, when we were driving out here, we were with Tiger. I was in the excursion, and we left at 4 a.m. and off the 101, the traffic was so bad. It's 4 a.m. Traffic so bad, and I go, man, somebody better be fucking dead up there. This is wild. We go by, and I tell Tiger, look the other way. I go, T, look over there. And so he looks, and then Jay's like, you don't want to start your morning off with this. You look, and it's just fucking horsing.
That'll
fuck you up.
My girlfriend and I drove by. I'll never forget. It was a nice Sunday morning on our way to San Diego. Or maybe it was a Saturday. It was just a beautiful day, no traffic.
Were you getting sucked up?
Then there was a little traffic. And we're like, whatever. And we see a cop sitting on the hood of his car, another guy just hanging out with coffee, and they're talking. And I'm not joking when I say this. We look, there's a car messed up, and I look, and on the ground, I see two women's shoes like this, old shitty shoes, and she's covered in a blanket.
Yeah.
We're like, she's dead.
That's how some people's days
right
go.
there.
That's how their day started.
That's how their day started.
It's just.
Yeah, I saw the same thing with a motorcycle. Same thing. Guy was just, covered in a blanket.
You see a dead body, it will fuck you up, man.
That was how his day ended on a sunny morning.
That accident where I helped those kids out, I grabbed the kid. I was like, he's like, my mom. I'm like, where's your mom? Front seat. I looked, and gory, you could see some of her brains, but just like,
yeah,
lights out, and I'm the first one there.
Yeah,
buddy, that'll fuck you up. I had nightmares for about 3 days, and then
you
it's
told me
weird,
about that.
and then you just kind of move on.
Yeah.
And then you go, what are you gonna do?
Nothing. Happens.
Terrible
every day.
Of course, the guy that says fucking the Grim Reaper came a knocking about his wife's grandmother, of course, would say that, wouldn't they? The Grim Reaper came a knocking. Of course, you'd say that. Of course, you'd say that. All right, 3 more minutes, and I'm gonna duck. This is getting on my nerves.
Terrible people out there.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? This old school.
We got PP Yummy. Hey, Izzy, where your braids at? Oh, brother, I can't be bothered, man. I'm so lazy, bro. I'm so fucking lazy. I should get it done. I might get it done this weekend, but I'm just so lazy. I just don't want to go to the fucking salon and sit down and have to brush my hair out. Oh, it's just annoying. But yeah, I need to get it done. I might get it done this weekend. But it's coming. I need to because I'm fed up of touching this fucking shit.
Like the Ed stuff, the Jeffrey Dahmer stuff. That maybe because I'm so disconnected from it, I'm interested in it, and I can just sleep like a baby after I watch it.
Yeah.
Just because I'm disconnected, I guess it just doesn't feel real. Like it's so evil. It's like, what the fuck, dude.
They said remember we read an article about that. There's something about your personality that's different than other people.
Yeah.
It's not like
I think it said you're a psychopath.
Something
watch
like
that stuff and fall asleep. I call bullshit.
No, I mean,
he calls everything bullshit, innit? Everything that he doesn't agree with is bullshit.
You can be fascinated by it because it's a way of collecting information. So you know, how women, they say, are like, I've dated several women who are obsessed with serial killers. Like knew everything about them. They were fascinated with this.
All right, shut up. When Brian gets on the mic, I'm done. When Brian gets on the mic, I'm done. Fuck that. I knew several women though. I knew several women and they're stubborn. Shut up. All right, cool. We'll leave it there. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me for another episode of the Random Show. It was a bit up and down, this one. Wasn't the greatest quality. I do apologize. Wasn't the greatest quality. Was a bit up and down. Was a bit shaky. But we did have some fun. Okay? We did have some fun. And we got to see one of the best ever bits from David Lucas. Remember that, okay? We got to see one of the best ever bits from David Lucas. Remember that. Remember that. We got to see a great bit from David Lucas. So it was not all wasted. It was not all wasted. You get me? It was not all wasted. But anyway, big up the stream chat, smash the like, hit subscribe, all that good shit. Become a member too. Become a member, man. I'm trying to hit my 500 member goal. I don't know if it's ever gonna happen, but what am I on? I'm on 195 at the moment. 195. Let's see if we can hit 500 members. Let's see. How many days we got left? I don't know, like 5-6 days or something. Yeah, come on. I'm here. You're here. Become a member. Click the link in the description down below. Click the link in the description down below. I appreciate you. See you guys tomorrow. See you guys tomorrow. Okay? Peace.